How you doing? How's it going? Good morning, everybody. Kind of busy here. Just reading all kinds of news announcements, trying to keep up with all our stocks. We got stuff going on here. Looking tremendous. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun here. Spire. Have you seen Spire today? Did you get my alert? All of you who are members of this channel, did you get the alert about an hour ago talking about Spire's latest news release? Market was up. I hope you did. That's one of the benefits of being a member of this channel. You get alerts from time to time. And then I'm just reading here just a minute ago, ATIP. An announcement has been made. They've made a deal with a large healthcare provider. There's something happening here. The stock's at 294, up 4 cents. It almost never trades in the pre-market. I mean, ATIP almost really doesn't do anything. It's traded a couple thousand shares. It's up 4 cents. This just broke a few minutes ago. We'll have to see how this affects the stock. I think it'll be really positive. This is a big deal. This could be a very big deal. Spire's at 603, up a quarter. It's traded 247,000 in the pre-market. That also never happens. Spire actually was as high as 650 this morning already. Spire made a deal through NASA, sort of a subcontract thing. ATIP's got a thing going on with a health provider. We are possibly in for a very busy day. Also, did notice the Kendall is listing today. That is the IBM spinoff. For every 5 shares of IBM anyone owns, you're going to get Kendall. The symbol is KD. Michael, you got it. You know what's going on. KD for Kendall. If it's going at 28 a share, if that's the thinking, let's round it up to 30s to make my mathematics easier. If you have 100 shares of IBM, you now have 20 Kendall as well. 20 Kendall is worth, well, in this case, $560. So $560 on your $100 IBM means that it's $5.60 per IBM share of added value. Now, IBM stock is trading at 127 or something like that. At least it was in the pre-market. So with IBM, 122. Pardon me. I beg your forgiveness. 122.65. So add 560 to that. 127, $128. That seems to be the combined value of your IBM investment. $128, $122.65 in IBM stock, and $5.60 in Kendall stock at this exact moment in time. Indications are showing that Kendall is around 28 a share. Give or take, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's the latest. Now, I heard something about a stock option. There was a stock option adjustment being done where every option in IBM would now be instead of being 100 shares of IBM, it would be 100 shares of IBM and 20 of Kendall, and the exercise would be factored. I don't know how they do this in Chicago. I have no idea how these brains come up with it, but they're giving the benefit to the option holders. So if you own an option or you've written an option, you're now adjusted for this Kendall thing. Anyway, we'll stay on top, but I can't break it down anymore. That's way too early in the morning for me to try to break this down any further. Anyway, it's nice to have you here, and hope you're doing all right. Hope we're going to do okay today. All right. Steiner Media is here. Hello. Hi, all. First time commenting, but been here since January. Wanted to give a big thanks to Uncle Bruce for the channel. Invested in all the SPACs, currently averaging down on ATIP. Hope you all make it to the moon. Gamestop. Yes, Gamestop made an announcement this morning. They've secured a $500 million credit facility to alleviate any confusion out there. I believe what's happened here is, you may recall that the company had about a $200 million, $225 million debt obligation that they were carrying earlier this year. Then they raised money by selling stock into the market, and they raised over $2 billion. They then paid off the $220 million 10% debt obligation. I think what happened here, or what was going on, I'm reading between the lines and trying to decipher this in plain English to you. I believe that GameStop has maintained that credit line in reserve if they ever needed it, and that it was up to 430 million they could draw down, but they only ever drew down 200 and something, 220. They paid it off. There's no balance owing on it, and the $430 million obligation thing is expiring shortly. So in the meantime, I guess what they've done, and this is just prudent, they've gone to bankers in Wall Street to say, we'd like to replace this old line of credit that we're not using right now with a new line of credit that we may or may not ever use. And they went to see what bankers would be interested in extending a line of credit to GameStop. And lo and behold, a whole bunch of bankers said, oh, yeah, all you want. So what they've done is GameStop has accepted $500 million as an indicated line of credit. In other words, they can write a check for $500 million against a line of credit whenever they want. And I think JP Morgan is the lead banker on this. It's serious Wall Street. The same guys that won't cover the stock and won't give a buy or a sell recommendation, they won't even put an analyst on. The same guys, the same bankers, are offering and have offered them $500 million in a credit line anytime they want to use it. The irony, it's incredible. Anyway, apparently the deal is that the from what we're, again, reading between the lines, because the details are non-existent, but it sounds like, and it's indicated to us, that the terms and conditions of the $500 million line of credit are far more favorable than the former $430 million line of credit they had. And that makes sense, because when they took out the $430 million line of credit, they had 400 odd million in cash lying around, but they were slumping in sales and earnings and all that. And so the bankers were reluctantly, or were willing to lend them money on a line of credit, but they wanted 10% interest. And this is like 2-3 years ago, under the old management way back when. So now it's a new deal. I don't know what the interest rate is on this deal. I don't know if it's 1%, 3%, 8%, 2%. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's not 10. I'm pretty sure it is substantially less than 10%. I'm going to guess it's under 5%, and it could be under 4%, but I don't know. They're not going to have to pay any interest payments until they borrow money, but they might be paying a fee, an annual fee of some kind to establish this line of credit. This is not unusual. So a banker might come to you. Let's say you're creditworthy, where a banker comes to you. A banker comes to us. That doesn't happen. But let's say it did. Or we met a banker at a golf tournament and we had a wonderful chat. The banker might say to you, hey, look, I know you have a carpet cleaning business, or you have a car dealership, or you operate a car wash, or whatever. If you ever need a line of credit, I can set one up for you. But for every $100,000 of line of credit that I set up for you, it's a $250 annual fee to maintain it. And that $250 goes to the bank as a fee, like a documentation fee, like car dealers charge, to kind of handle the paperwork and the due diligence and so on, and make them money. Since you're not going to borrow, they might as well get something out for you somehow. And so it's likely that GameStop is paying a fee of some kind. I don't know how much, whether they are paying $100,000 a year, $1 million a year, I don't know. But they've got $500 million available at the drop of a hat on top of the 1.7 billion I think they're sitting on now, to do whatever they want to do. So it keeps them into dry powder, lots of dry powder handy, 2.2 billion of it. And there it is. There's the story. I can't be any more detailed than that. What I can say is it seems that the stock was a little higher on the news, that the stock seemed to like the story. I'm just waiting for my computer to reload so I can give you the quote. So it seemed like the stock was a little higher because of the thing. By the way, ATIP now $293 a share on 4,500 pre-market volume. Nothing much yet, but there's definitely something going on. And the first-time unemployment claims declined in the final week of October. U.S. trade gap widened to 81 billion in September. A couple of news announcements coming up. All right, back to GameStop. Here we go. It closed last night at 218.33. We're 219.97, so we're almost at $220 a share. 25,700 shares traded. 25,800 now traded. 219.97. So that's where the stock is at the moment. I don't expect this to be a game changer for the company. It's just an indication that the company's fortunes have changed dramatically over 2 years, over 1 year, and that the very banks, or let's say the very institutions that will not cover the stock, will not give it more than a $20 valuation, as far as any analyst out there, $30 valuation. These some of these very people their banking facilities are more than happy to offer GameStop $500 million credit facility anytime they want it. So there you go. That's it right there. And Jean-Philippe, thanks, Uncle Bruce. I appreciate you say, I don't know. This is a no BS show. I really like it. Yeah, if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. Why am I going to lie to you? What's the whole point of that? I can't understand where someone asks me a question, and I'm supposed to have to have an answer. I have to have an answer. Like there's a law saying I have to have. No, and I'm not going to play the BS game where I'm going to try to hoodwink you with a fancy answer. I'm just not going there. If I don't know, I don't know. That's it. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning, everybody. So far, 132 thumbs ups. Love that. Keep them coming in. Help this show get discovered on YouTube by others. That would be tremendous. Thank you. Couple of other things going on. Spire was up today. They came out with an announcement this morning, I guess. They made a press release. We're at 603, by the way, up a quarter. 257,000 shares. The press release says something like, the headline is, Spire Global included in NASA X-59 Quiet Supersonic Flight Community Test Contract. And then another line that I really liked in this announcement, because these announcements are specific, but not that specific. Here we go. I love this. I love this sentence. With a maximum potential value of approximately $29 million and an 8-year period of performance, the award is a cost plus fixed fee, indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract. Huh? What? Plain English? What? What does that mean? Okay. Anyway, I love that line. All I care about is I don't care if it's a $29 million contract. I don't care if it's a $1,500 contract or a $25 billion contract. I couldn't care less. Well, I guess I would care less if it was a $25 billion contract. But the amount of money that's at stake here is meaningless. What matters is it's NASA. It's NASA. The company Spire Global, with a market cap of what, $1 billion? Or what do we have? $2 billion market cap? $836 million market cap. $836 million market, not even $1 billion. Makes contracts, whether they're directly with NASA or through entities through NASA, they have to survive the due diligence process. They have to be checked out. So all the NASA lawyers, which are connected to the government of the United States of America, it's a government agency, they do due diligence on all contractors and subcontractors, including Spire Global. And Spire passes with flying colors each and every time because they have contracts with NASA and other agencies all over the place. They've got government agencies in Europe that they deal with. So they pass the smell test all the time. Okay. So do not be surprised if Spire Global shares go higher sooner or later. And the reasoning is that because I believe, and I'm still sure of it, that the shares were cracked from 1850. They were crushed down to 540, 580 a share, the absolute low trade, 540 a share, about a week or so ago, by, I believe, a group or a syndicate of hedge funds or whatever you want to call them. And they attacked the stock, they shorted the stock, they crushed it, and they've been keeping it suppressed ever since. This morning, they're letting it ride, they're letting it trade. But the question that I have had is, when will come the moment? When will the moment arrive where Spire will say something like this morning's announcement, or someone will say something like a hedge fund manager that really likes the stock, or a pension fund operator, or someone of note will casually mention Spire Global as a hell of a deal, and or a Wall Street brokerage firm will come out with a buy recommendation on Spire and will say, you know what, 607 a share, it's trading at 1/3 its value, and it should be 18 bucks. One of those things happens anytime, anytime, anywhere, anyway, in any pattern. We could get a buy wave into this stock, and if the buy wave is enough, enough numbers of shares, grabbing up all the stock down here, just picking off whatever's available under 6 and into the 7 range, you're going to get a shortage of paper, and the shorters who are also short of paper, they need stock, won't be able to buy it. They won't be able to buy it at these prices. They will be able to buy it at 18 and up to 25 and up to 30 bucks a share. All you want at 30 bucks a share is available. But between 6 and 10, where they really need to buy it back to cover their positions, it's just not going to be available in the quantity they need. That's my contention. That's my theory. And it's right now 606, up to on 261,000 shares. And we're up 28 cents a share pre-market on Spire. This never happens on Spire. It never happens. But it's happening this morning. So I'm very happy to see this pre-market activity. This is great. But this is nothing. And even if we open up the markets and trade at 607 on the big markets, this is nothing. This is not where the stock's going to go to. If this is going to go, this is going to double digits. It's going to head for 15 to 20 bucks a share. That's where it's going to go, because the short squeeze that could happen on this thing could be brutal. Just saying. And we've known, have you witnessed short squeezes in the last couple of weeks, or perceived short squeezes in the last couple of weeks? Avis, Budget Avis, whatever it is, Bed Bath Beyond, many others. These are stocks that have traded hundreds of millions of shares and probably billions of dollars of stock. I mean, a lot of dollars in stock. It won't take anything to move this thing. This company isn't even worth $1 billion right now. It's an $800 million market cap company. It's sitting at $836 million market cap. $20 million of stock action coming into this thing. Watch out. It's gone. It's gone. $1 billion of speculation coming into this. I mean, if the market were to focus on Spire for just a day, this thing would go to 20 today. There would be no way to stop. This would have halt after halt after halt after halt as it just goes up and up and up. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it could happen. Am I happy if it goes to 21 day? Actually, no. I don't actually want that to happen. I'll tell you why. I don't really want the stock to be classified as a one-day wonder stock. I'd rather that this stock just goes up $1 a day on average. You know, some days it goes up 30 cents, some days it goes up $1.30. It goes up $1 a day for 3-4 weeks. It just goes up and goes into this 20 neighborhood or more. It'll fluctuate a bit, of course, but that would be fine by me. I want the grind to last a while. I want the shorters to fret for weeks that this thing is going and give it to them, but good. But that's just me and my vengeance. That's all that is. It's just Uncle Bruce and his vengeance. So it's okay. Is anyone having any fun out there today? I tell you, we're going to have a very interesting day today. 294 now on ATIP. Holy moly macaroni. this is kind of cool. Nice to see it up here. I'd love to see it break through 3 and run into the 350 neighborhood and get ready to go to 4. This healthcare deal, kiddies, let me tell you, this could be something really big. This really could. It's a firm called Everside Health, announces partnership with ATI Physical Therapy to expand patient access to musculoskeletal care. Okay, muscles, bones, care. Okay, it's all good. It means good. Okay. Now here's some interesting stuff about it. I was reading this whole thing, and it's one of these. You know how these announcements are. They're all flowery, and they give me the meat. Tell me what's really going on here. It says here the partnership combines Everside's advanced value-based primary care experience. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. With ATI's innovative musculoskeletal (MSK) health services to provide preventative care while helping to reduce healthcare costs for both employers and patients. Well, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So if you've got a sore shoulder, your elbow hurts, you got a bad knee, before it's like chronically bad, get treated now. That's a good thing. Preventative care. That's what this could be right here. It says here the significant overlap of the company's geographic footprint offers a powerful reach, with Everside operating more than 350 healthcare centers in 34 states and ATI running more than 900 outpatient clinics in 25 states. So hello, you are talking about ATIP and Evercare teaming up here. This could be really, really good. This is a geographical expansion for ATIP, certainly a client expansion, no question. Probably going to help ATIP attract additional staff. They might be able to attract a lot more staff to this company because they are becoming more than one-dimensional with this partnership. And this could be the first of many partnerships across the world. I don't know. I was wondering in the back of my mind, I thought, do you think that ATIP and these guys might merge and become one? And then you'd add the 350 centers to the 900 plus, and you have 1,250 centers. Could that be a thing? Like I don't know. I really don't. Everside Health. It doesn't look like Everside Health is a publicly traded company, is it? It says here primary. It says National Direct Primary Care Provider Everside Health LLC, formerly Paladina Health, Activate Healthcare, HealthStat, and R Health, announced today a national partnership. ATIP, the single largest branded outpatient physical therapy provider in the United States, will deliver greater access to care, lower costs, and better treatment outcomes for patients and their employers. So could it be that Evercare would buy ATIP, or ATIP would buy them, or would they merge to become one, or would they? I don't know. I like everything I'm reading. Okay, I just like it all. It looks really good. It sounds really good. It just sort of rolls off the tongue. They got the fancy words in there, healthcare providers. You know how they are. But $2.94 is the price of ATIP stock this morning on a couple of thousand shares. We're up 4 cents. I'm curious to see how this will react in 35 minutes when we start trading. And as the day goes on, and hopefully as the days go by, analysts out there will go, hey, yeah, that company that's being sued by all those class action lawsuits that's going nowhere, and that company we're waiting for a CEO, they made a deal. Where's the CEO? There's no CEO. They made a deal. This could be interesting. I have no idea how many dollars we're talking about. But it's a big business, and it's a heavy duty cash flow business. This could be very, very good. Anyway, 613 on your Spire now, up 35 cents, up 6%, 271,000. It is trading in the pre-market. ATIP 2,000 in the pre-market at 294 last trade. We'll watch that closely. Okay. Gonna have some fun here today. This could be another fun day. Bed Bath and Beyond up 63 cents apparently to 1993. First time U.S. unemployment claims declined to pandemic low. That's a good sign. Apparently, jobs report will be out tomorrow. IBM 122.58 up $1.15. So we're watching that closely. YBM, why? You know how it is. And let me take a peek at other stuff. I'm just going through my phone here. I got all these bulletins coming up. 616 on Spire now, up 38 cents, getting stronger. Let me take a look at some of our other favorites. ME 23andMe 12.75 up 38 cents today on 25,000 shares. Nice to see that. Let's take a look at Matterport. Matterport came out with those earnings last night, and the shares dipped last night. They're still down this morning, but not as far as they were. They were around the 21 range, under 21 last night, I think, for a while. 21.96 now, down $1.62, 277,000 traded. I know a lot of you out there who watch me all the time have been writing call options on your Matterport, if you've been listening to me and following my encouragement. The 2250s have been written, the 25s, I think 24s. Some of you wrote higher, 2750s. Take a look at your options when you open up for trading and put in some stink bids to try to buy them back really cheap. If the stock opens down on a dip to start, you might get lucky and score back some of your contracts for super cheap money, less than half what you sold them for. If you're able to do that, great. If not, just wait and let's just see how the stock reacts. In my opinion, my hunch is it's possible the shares might start down upwards of $2 a share, maybe not, but maybe $1.50 down to $2, and then they come back and only be down 50 cents. That might happen. On the other hand, we may have an up day again today. All bets are off. But anyway, Matterport, $22 on the pre-market right now, 280,000 traded. We'll watch that, to say the least, very, very closely. Just trying to think of who else I want to talk to you about. SoFi. Let's take a look at our friends at SoFi. They were up a little bit earlier today. 23.16, up 20 cents on 367,000. If you're noticing anything about some of the shares that we follow here, these former SPAC stocks, there were 8 of them. I was recommending 8 stocks from January, February of this year that were all SPACs. And I told you back then that the plan was, at that time, that all 8 companies would turn into bona fide listed companies, that they would all inherit the SPAC money plus PIPE financing money, and that they would then go all go their separate ways. All 8 would now be non-SPAC companies, and off we go. And so we would have 8 different stories to follow every day. And, who knows who's going to make news today or tomorrow, what have you. And they were all around the $10 range at one point in time. Every SPAC was once $10. And some of them ran up right away when they announced their deals, and others, slumped along. And then some did very well, some didn't. What we did notice, and what we had to go through, unfortunately, every single SPAC out there, not just the ones that I'm talking to you about 500 SPACs, all got caught up in the brand new SEC rule game, the new rules from the SEC, where every SPAC had to literally do a massive multi-million-dollar write-down of their asset value because the SEC said so. And it caused a whole bunch of delays on finalization of takeovers of SPACs, mergers. Caused a whole bunch of consternation, and it caused a whole bunch of headaches for every one of these companies on their quarterly financials 3 months ago, like the last one, where they had to do in many cases, these public companies were doing their very first ever financial release to the world. And they had to come out and say, we have to tell you that we lost $160 million this quarter because the SEC is making us write off the value of this or that and what have you. And so it's just been a real poop show up until a few months ago on all of these SPACs. And so Many of you were saying to me, well, Bruce, why are you telling us to buy this crap when the stock is down and the SEC hates them and they're writing off all these laws? I mean, what kind of garbage are these companies? Should I really, why do I watch you? Why? And I said, because I have a face like radio, you got to see how it's going to evolve as I get older and stress out. But more importantly, you want to hang around because these entities will turn it around. And the bottom line is that they're cash rich, debt poor. And some of these companies have been around a while and they know what the hell they're doing. And the street, the market in general, will eventually figure it out. They'll eventually go, oh, SoFi. Yeah, SoFi. Yeah, we should recommend SoFi. Yeah, we should. We as a brokerage firm should recommend SoFi to our followers. The stock came out at that $10 level with a SPAC. It went to 25, back to $13. We should start recommending it at $14, $15 a share and calling it a $25 stock. That guy, Uncle Bruce, whatever his name is, on YouTube with his little tiny audience, he's calling it a $25, $30 stock. But he's so ahead of himself. He's for the future. But we here in Wall Street, where we're watching SoFi at $15 a share, now's the time to get in. Well, okay, great. You won one. Way to go, Wall Street. I'm early. You came in later, but you won anyway. We're all happy. We're at 23.12 on SoFi. We're going to go higher on SoFi because they still haven't got the bank charter finalized. It's in the system. It'll come out. It's coming. Financials are coming, I think, next week on it. It won't matter. In my humble opinion, whatever the financials are will not justify the price of the stock. I can guarantee you that. The stock is ahead of the financials because investors are going forward going, this SoFi thing, this fintech company, is exploding. And they're building clientele like you can't believe. They're just adding hundreds of thousands of clients every quarter, if not every month. I'm buying for the next 5 years or the next 2 years, and the financials will eventually catch up to the stock price. But by the time they meet and match each other, it's $100, $150 stock. It's not going to be at 23. Nonetheless, you gotta tough it out. And so many of you have toughed it out. You've waited it out. You're now being rewarded because a lot of you, listen to me, you bought options on this stock for next January, February, March, April, further out. You bought options at $12.50, at $15, at $17.50, at $20, at $22.50, at $25. And many of you called me an idiot. Many of you called me a moron. I'm down 80%, man. You are crazy. But you hung in there. And now many of you, vast majority of you, are ahead of the curve. Some of you have done incredibly well. And now I'm converting you now again away from just a shareholder and an option player. Now I'm trying to convert you into becoming larger shareholders of this company and start to write call options against this stock and take in monthly revenue or quarterly revenue. Get paid to hold this stuff and enjoy the ride from here to 100 a share and get paid all the way up to do it on top of the gain itself, earning option revenues. And that's why I did my classes on my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. 10 lessons for you. Check them out when you can. Learn how to write options against stock like this. Happy. Love this SoFi, the way this is reacting and performing. But I'm not surprised. It's only about 3-4 months behind, but it's happening. Rocket Lab, 15.15 right now, kids. We couldn't break 15 yesterday for anything. We got the 14.97 or something like that. Couldn't do it. 14.98. 15.15 pre-market, up 24 cents on 23,500 volume. Going higher. There are some of you out there who wrote put contracts. You wrote put contracts on Rocket Lab when the stock was around $14, and some of you received about $9 a contract in cash. Those puts are now only worth $4.85 each in book value, plus whatever time value it will be assigned by the market. Wouldn't surprise me that some of these contracts are now into the $6, $7 range because it's been about a month or so since you bought these puts way back when. I'm not telling you to buy them back. I'm telling you to just enjoy the ride because the higher these shares go, the lower those puts have their value gets lower and lower and lower. Once the stock hits 20 bucks a share, those puts are worthless. They have no book value whatsoever. They'll only be worth time value. You're going to continue to make money, and I commend you, and I'm happy for you. Those of you who are long the stock, long options, long call options, enjoy the ride. It's going to keep on going. We're headed for 20 and beyond, and when we get past 20 bucks a share, I will be encouraging you to cash in your options, buy up that paper, and start writing call options on that one. So now you're going to have call option revenue coming from potentially Gamestop, some of you AMC, Sofi, Matterport, Rocket Lab, and on we go. You're eventually going to have, if I have my way, you're eventually going to be writing options on 9 stocks that we follow here. And that is my big picture for you guys, is you're going to be bringing income in from 9 different sources all the time. And a lot of you are quitting your day jobs, going to say goodbye to your bosses, or you're saying goodbye to your bosses on a sort of on a cubicle level. I'm not coming in on to sit in the cubicle, but I'll work with you guys from home. I'm going to work part-time for you as a consultant or that kind of, but I'm not coming in to work 60 hours a week with you guys anymore. Sorry. I'm having too much fun with Uncle Bruce writing option contracts. And this is replacing you guys and the stress that you put on me for 15 years. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm excited. It's looking good. Anyway, there you have it. Rocket Lab looking good. Sofi looking good. GameStop looking better. Interesting. And 23andMe and Matterport. Wow, all kinds of stuff going on here. Spire, as we say, higher today. Spire now is $6.13 a share. Up 35 cents, and we've got 288,000 volume so far. Interesting. Headline, AMC stock falls after another analyst turns bearish, saying retail investors will eventually cash out and move on. That's the headline that just came through here about 2 minutes ago on Market Watch. And that's the announcement. I have no idea if that's, how real that is, but that's the announcement. That's a headline. AMC, let me take a look at AMC right now on the pre-market here. Let's get that up here. I'm just using my phone, so pardon me while I work this. 40.48 is the last trade on the pre-market, down 31 cents. Volume 775,000. One thing is undeniable on AMC's stock. The volumes are lessening overall on average. They seem to be calming down. Yesterday was a good day on volume, 82 million, because we got caught up in the Bed Bath & Beyond hype and that Kroger deal. GameStop traded 10 million, AMC traded 82 million. We had volumes. I don't know if we're going to get that kind of volume today. With AMC now in the pre-market at 780,000, with 21 minutes to go before the opening, we're not even at 1 million yet. This used to be 5 to 10 million pre-market, every day pre-market, easy 5 to 10 million. We're not doing that right now. This is bad news. The stock can still go up on light volume, not that it can't, but it makes it a lot easier to have real good runs on the stock when you have real good volumes. The day traders seem to be backing out and going elsewhere. Not all, but it's evident some are, because the volumes are backing off. Okay. Let's see. Synth, thank you for this donation. Uncle Bruce was SoFi in the 23 range, and earnings next week. Would selling my January 15 calls and buying new calls further out after earnings dip be smart? Well, that's an idea. I mean, you can cash out here, take your dough. Another strategy that I've been talking to for people about, especially on my one-on-one sessions that I have, by the way, which if you want one, let me know. We can do a one-on-one anytime. People are selling their options, and then they're using that money to buy the stock, because they are long-term bulls on the company. They want to be long-term players, but they're writing options right now before the earnings. So they're doing what Matterport. They're thinking of Matterport. They're thinking, okay, if SoFi backs off, like I say, it goes to 24 now, and then backs off to 21, and then comes back up again. Well, maybe what I could do is sell my options, cash in, buy stock right now, write $25 call options against my stock for November or December, take in some premium money. And if the shares back off to 21, 22, I'll buy those calls back for less than half what I sold them for. Stock pops back up to 24, 25, I'll write $25 calls again. And I'll just now start taking income in from this stock on a consistent basis. All you need is 100 shares to write one contract. You got 1,000 shares, you can write 10 contracts. You start thinking about it, the mathematics. If you can bring in $2 every month in premiums from a stock like SoFi, and you get 1,000 shares, you're bringing in $2,000 a month from that stock just to hold it. Look at your last paycheck. If you still get paychecks, most of you now get paid online, but take a look the last time you got paid, and $2,000 in your hand from your employer. How much did you have to earn gross to get that? Because of course, if you're working, you have full deductions and all that stuff. How long does it take you to make $2,000 at work? How long does it take you to make $2,000 writing options? And we're talking about 1,000 shares of SoFi. We're talking about an investment of what, $23,000. I'm not talking about you having $1 million worth of stock. I'm talking about $23,000 worth of stock here. If you have 200 shares of this company and 200 of those, 100 of those, 300 of those, 200, you could write options on 4, 5, 6 different stocks at the same time. And if you're bringing in 1,000 a month, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, if you can bring in that kind of money per month, you may find, some of you, that you can say goodbye to your full-time boss and hello to your part-time boss. Or you could say goodbye to one of your part-time jobs and only keep another one, if that. Or you could, in theory, if you're bringing enough money in, you could say, hey, goodbye to all my employers. I am self-employed. I don't work for anybody anymore. I work for myself. I'm an asset manager of my own assets. Thank you very much. That's what I want to do. Those are the possibilities. Yeah, exciting. Check out the classes if you can. Stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Cheers to all of you from around the world who are joining me here today. I know a lot of you have been here since January, February with the Gamestop hype and the AMC hype and all that stuff. And I'm glad many of you are still here. Some of you come back to see how we're doing. You haven't been here for a while. It's great to have you around. We're still the same, still thinking the same way about what the upside is and what the downside is on certain companies and stocks. But it's a long grind. The market isn't a one-day wonder. It never stops, and it always trades, and you have to be on top of it all the time. And so welcome one, welcome all to the show and to the channel, and I'm glad you're here. And hopefully you'll find, if I'm able to answer questions that some of these folks are asking me, that it makes sense to you and it helps you. I'm a happy guy. If any information you get from this channel helps you make money, I'm a happy guy. Believe me, I love it when I hear from you and you say, you know what, you've made a difference. This really has helped us dramatically in this household. We love it. Thank you, everybody. Matterport, watching it closely here, 2170, down $1.88 on 300,000 pre-market. 23andMe trading now at $12.71, up 34 cents, 28,000 pre-market trading. And Spire, 607 on 259,000, we're up 29 cents. That is one of the highest, that is one of the most active pre-markets I've ever seen on this thing, certainly lately. Very happy about this, 607. Very interesting. Does anybody know, or does anyone still have their Cyxtera warrants? Notice that they're taking a jolt and have no idea why. Interesting. Could be a deal coming. I have been talking about Cyxtera from time to time, where I'll give you the quote on the stock and I'll say, no news, no one's talking, complete silence. And then I add the little commentary, I think something's going on. And there's a deal going on. Maybe there's a deal going on with Cyxtera, kind of like the deal that's going on with ATIP and their little deal they announced today. Maybe there's a huge deal brewing here, and no one is allowed to say a word because of confidentiality agreements. But the warrants are moving in anticipation that something's going on. That could be it. Again, folks, if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, and I don't know, but I sense, I feel it. my 66-year-old frame is going, there's something cooking here, something's happening, and they're not talking for a reason. I've gone through this so many times since 70, 78, 79, 1978, 79. I've gone through this so many times. I know the pattern. I know the game. I was once the president of a publicly traded company. I know exactly the restrictions that you have as a president of a company. I know exactly what these guys are going through. Board of directors can't talk. Friends of yours, like relatives of yours can't talk. You have to be careful with you have to call your relatives and say, hey, mom, dad, uncle, auntie, please don't talk about the company. Just right now, please don't say anything. I can't tell you why. I can only ask you to shut the hell up. And they say, oh, okay, I won't say anything. And then they pick up the phone. They told me not to say anything. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. Never a dull moment out there. Welcome all to the channel. It's 6:17 my time, 9:17 in New York. We're 13 minutes away from opening the trade up to get started. Spire 602 up 24 cents on 310,000 shares. Interesting morning. Gamestop right now, $220.51, up 218 at the moment. We'll see how that wants to open up today. Over at Bed Bath and Beyond, see how it's doing. They're around $20 a share, $19.99, $20 a share, up just about 70 cents. IBM 122.58. It would appear. Let me see if that's accurate. 152.61, up $1.18. Kendall is trading today for the first time. KD is a symbol, I believe. The spinoff is official, so we'll be watching that and see what happens. We're going to watch all of our stocks. Aspire again now is at 602, 312,000. 23andMe, 1271. Is that accurate? 12. Yeah, up 34 cents on 27,000. Over at Matterport, 2175. We've been around 21.50 to 22 and a quarter, somewhere around there. We're down a bit. We'll see if this lasts very long. SoFi up 21 cents to 23.17 on almost 400,000 pre-market. Rocket Lab 15.15 up 24 cents. Got a lot of green going here this morning. 15.15 on 27,000 looks like. AMC 40.48 is the last trade. 40.60, pardon me. 40.60 now. Down 17 cents, 40.62. So we're just around the 40 mark for AMC. So there's some of the stocks that we follow, some of the news there for you. Okay. All righty. How to become a member on Apple phone? To become a member of this channel using your Apple phone, I believe you have to set your phone setting to a Windows setting, and then you can sign in. I know that we've had this issue since I turned this channel into a member participation channel since March 16th. But I think that's the deal. I don't know if anyone here can give Lelo approach the exact how to do it, but I think that's the dealio. There may well be a video on YouTube on how to do it on because other channels have members as well, and they've had this issue. It's a glitch in the Apple system or in the YouTube system, or I'm not sure it's a glitch. Maybe it's just a on-purpose glitch. I don't know. Suxtel, Uncle Bruce, I wrote a first option call, Matterport, for 90 cents. Strike price, $30, expiring November 12th. That expires in 8 days. I'm up a little. Should I buy to close, or should I just wait? What in theory happens to the option I sold the guy theoretically if I bought back early? So you've written the call and you brought in $90, and you put your toe in the water to see what it's like. And you're going to notice in a few minutes, we open in 10 minutes. So in about 15, 20 minutes, you're going to watch your quote, you're going to watch your stock. And if Matterport is down $1.25, whatever it's doing, you'll note that your contract might be even lower, might be down another dime or 15 cents or 20 cents. Maybe it'll be trading around 60 cents, 65 cents, 55 cents, whatever. Could be lower, could be higher. You have options. You have choices. You could theoretically buy the contract back. And if you do, you are off the hook. you don't have to worry about your stock being, quote, purchased from you at $30 a share. Now, I can assure you with complete certainty, you're not going to get bought out at 30 bucks a share if the stock is trading at 22 or 23 or 24. You're not losing your stock. And it's not losing, it's just selling. So the likelihood is between now and the expiry date, your contract is likely going to expire worthless, which is what you want. That means you get to keep all 90 cents. It's all yours. But you have to wait until next week, Friday night, the close of the day. And then on Monday, that next one, you could write a new contract on Matterport all over again because the old contract no longer exists. Now, let me go back a step. Let's just suppose today your contract goes down to say, let's say it goes down to 30 cents. I'm just picking a number. It really drops down to 30. You could be looking at your contract like this going, well, you know, it's trading at 30 cents and it's got till next Friday to live. And that's 8 days from now. This is Thursday. It has till next Friday. But all I'm going to make on it is 30 cents more. If this contract dies worthless by then, I only make another 30 cents for 8 days of my time. Whereas I wrote this contract just, a few days ago at 90. I made 60 cents on this thing in like a couple of days. This is great. But I can only make 30 more cents because it can't go into a negative value. It can only go down to zero. So you might choose to buy it back. You might decide, you know what? I'm going to buy this thing back right now for 30 cents. And I'm going to take the $60 profit and say, thank you for 2 days. And now what I'm going to do, because I bought this contract back, the minute you get it back, you are flat. You have no contractual obligations against any of your shares of Matterport. You could turn around and say, I'm going to write another contract on Matterport for next week, Friday, again, but not the 30, because it's only worth 30 cents. I'm going to write a $27.50. Or I'm going to write a $26 contract, or I'm going to write a $25 contract. It all depends on where the stock is. What's the price of the stock? So for example, if Matterport drops today to $20.50, just temporarily, and your contract goes all the way down to 30 cents and you buy it back, you might be sitting there going, okay, I want to write another contract all over again for next week, Friday. And I want to get as much money as I can without the stock going over the exercise price on my option. So you watch the stock and you notice it got down to $20.50, and that's where you got your contract back. And now you're noticing the stock is back to $21, $21.25, $21.50. It's coming back a little bit. You might decide to watch your $30 contract. And you might note, look at that. I sold that. I bought it back at 30. It's now trading at 40. It's going to 50. Theoretically, you might write it again. You might decide, you know what? I am going to write it. I'm going to sell it at 60 cents. If I can get 60 for it, I'll sell another one, another $30 contract for next week, Friday at 60 cents. Because in my mind, for 8 days, I make 60 cents. If I don't do anything and the contract dies worthless, I go from 60 to zero instead of that 30 to zero I had earlier today. So you'll bring in another $60 on top of the 60 you got. You now are sitting on 120 bucks. Or you go, well, Matterport's back to $22.50 here, $22. I'm going to write a $27.50. Why? Because you're thinking by next Friday, the stock might not even get to 27.50. It might get to 25.26. And if you write 27.50, instead of getting 30 cents or 40 cents or 50 cent premium, you might get 80 cents or $1 or 90 cents. And that might be your idea that, yeah, I'm going to buy back the 30 at 30 cents, super cheap. If I get it super cheap, I'll buy it back. If it doesn't go down enough, I won't buy it back. I'll let it ride out. But I'm going to now offer, if I get rid of that first one, I buy it back, I'm going to offer a brand new one for $27.50 for next Friday. And if I can get like $1 for it, I'm going to take $1. Now I got $100 for the second contract. I'm still sitting on $60 on that first contract. I got $160 in my account. Thank you, Matterport. This is in the third, fourth day of doing this. it's going well. Now, if the shares falter tomorrow or Monday back to 2021 again from 23 or whatever, they come up to 23, you sell this contract, goes back to 2021, those 2750s, they'll drop in value because, of course, they die next Friday. They die next Friday. They run out of time. So they're guaranteed to slump, guaranteed, because they're running out of time. And if they're out of the money because the stock isn't over 2750, those contracts will become zeros next Friday. So on Monday, theoretically, you might be looking at that contract going, yeah, I sold it for $1. It's trading at 40 cents. The stock's at 23, but the contract's at 27.50, and the contract only has 4 days left to go. You might buy it on Monday for 40, but you might wait till Tuesday. It might trade at 30 on Tuesday. You might wait till Wednesday. It's trading at a quarter. Thursday's trading at 15 cents. You're going to figure out when and for how much you're going to buy that back for, and then write a new contract for the next week, Friday, at whatever price you feel you can get and you're comfortable with on this contract. So you have a lot of choices coming up here. You're in charge. You own the casino. You run that slot machine. The players are playing it going, I sure hope this thing goes up because I need this stock to go over $30 or I'm going to lose my $90. Yeah, that's right. The guy who bought your contract may have already sold out to somebody else. And he may have sold it for 75 cents and someone else bought it thinking, yeah, I'll gamble $75 on this contract. That person might be selling that contract this morning for 55 cents. And that person might be selling this contract later today for 45 cents for all we know. If the stock dips quite a bit, these people, whoever these are, might be looking at a contract worth only 30 cents in value because there are no buyers from 50 cents to 90 cents. No one wants to pay 50 cents for a contract that dies next Friday. That's $7, $8 out of the money. It's way too far out of the money. That's why you wrote it. That was your strategy going, yeah, give me 90 cents and you can have my stock at $30. I dare you to come and get me. Yeah, this is great. So you're the one in charge. You're the winner. You're the casino. You own the building. You own the water fountains. You hand out the free drinks. It's your slot machine. Let's see what happens today. You're going to have some fun. It's kind of fun. Anyway, there you go. Uncle Bruce, what do you got? 2 minutes to opening. I sold an ME $12 covered call for 19th expiry back when the stock was 9. I'm now in the money. Should I wait for a positive slump after 9/11 earnings or roll now to avoid being taken out? Okay, so you wrote a $12 covered call on ME. Okay, and hang on, we're about to open, so I've got to keep an eye on everything here. And it's a 12.37 stock right now. So I'm assuming you're making money because you got a good price on it. I'm assuming. I don't know. You have all day today and all next week because you don't expire till next week. So I would wait. Yeah, I would wait. Let's see what the earnings does. If the stock wants to pop to $15, let it. That's all right. You'll do a rollover. You'll buy your call back. You'll lose a little money on the call. You don't care. And you'll write a new $15 call for 2-3 weeks out, or you'll write a 16 or a 17.50, whatever, and enjoy the gain of the price of the stock. You're not going to be taken out. You're not going to be exercised. It's highly unlikely that's going to happen. Okay. Even if you are exercised, you get bought out, you're just going to turn around, buy the stock back, and write a new contract. That's all you're going to do. You're going to do a rollover that way then. So either you do the rollover with the option or you do a rollover with the stock. Either way. Larry is ringing the bells. You know what that means? We're open. It's official. Larry wouldn't lie to me. There you go, kids. We're up and running, and we're starting to trade. Let's see what we're doing here. What are we going to be witnessing here on our markets? Rocket Lab up 13 cents to 15.04. SoFi 23.18 up 22 cents right now. Gamestop 225 up 673, little pop here. Matterport down 217, as we suspected it would drop a little bit. 21.41. Keep an eye on those options you wrote, kids. What else going on? ME up 27 cents to 12.44. Now up 7 cents to 12.44. Excuse me. Spire up 17 to 5.95 on 394,000 shares. We're going to watch that very closely all day. ATIP 292 up a couple of cents. Not a lot going on. 293 on 33,000. We're going to watch ATIP today. This could be fun. Smrt rent down 11 cents to 13.66. Cyxtera 984 up 4. 1509 on Rocket Lab, 2314 on SoFi, 227 GameStop up $9. Matterport down 253 to 2105. Check out your options, kids. You might be buying them back for cheap. ME 1244 up 7. Spire $6 up 22 cents. ATIP 293 up 3. Spire 396,000. We're jumping between 596 and $6 right here, right now. We've got stuff to watch, follow, and wonder about. Oh my gosh, are we having fun or what? I say what? Indeed, we are. Spire now 604 at a volume of, let's see, officially 406,000. I love this. We are so oversold on this thing, and this thing has been so oppressed. Looking for a shot, and you guys deserve a real pop today on your Spire. I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied until it breaks $10. Not even near satisfied. And really, 15 to 20 is where we got to go. That's the story on Spire as far as this guy's concerned. We're down 27 on the Dow, up 4 on S&P, and we're up 19 on NASDAQ. Oil is up 252 today. Complete reversal on oil at 83.38. Little pop right there. Let's go markets. We love you, Larry. Love you, Bruce. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Holy GameStop. Holy moly. I bought Matterport back for a 66% profit. These stink pits are sweet. I love these stink bugs. They're pretty sweet. Right on. Yeah, put in stink bits to buy your contracts back super cheap. You might get them. You never know. And Uncle Bruce, I'm trying to understand my risk on a SoFi earnings drop. If the stock dropped $4.60, 20%, would my contract that is worth $8.35 drop $4.60 if it's almost 1-for-1, or a 50% drop in contract value? Depending on your contract, how long it has left to live, it's likely an in-the-money contract. You're probably sitting on a 15, I'm assuming a $15 contract. It might drop maybe $3 in value with a $4.60 drop in the stock, in theory. But again, there's no guarantee your stock's going to drop anything at all. No guarantee of any drop coming on your stock. I mean, everybody knows earnings are coming. Everybody knows. So anybody wanting out got out. They're already out. So who's left? Those who aren't getting out. Well, then how's the stock going to go down 20%? Having said that, Matterport's down 217, but that's only 10%. Matterport isn't down $4. It's only down 10% at 21.41. Matterport was as low as 21.04. It's now 21.27. As I said earlier, this stock might rebound all day long and end up with an up day. So let's see what happens. All right. SoFi 23.22 up 26. Rocket Lab 15.01. GameStop 227 up 8.60. Matterport down 2.38. ME up 11 to 12.48. Spire 6.03 up a quarter. ATIP 295.5 up 5.5 cents on ATIP. Smrt rent down a quarter. Cyxtera up 4 cents. AMC up 31. Robinhood down 21. Vanek up 233. Home Depot up $1.21 higher. IBM up $1.20. The Dow down 68. Microsoft down 4. Apple up 39 cents. Tesla up $16 to $1,230. Bed Bath Beyond up $1.18 to $20.48. BlackBerry down 13 cents. Royal Caribbean up 73 cents to $90.50. Great short opportunity there. Goldman 4.11 down 6.32. That's what we have so far at the moment. Watching this market, we're down 27 on the Dow. We're really jumping around. We're down. Let me double check. Hang on. I could be having issues here. Hang on. It's me. Yeah, it's me. My iPad. I'm gonna have to turn this thing off and put it to sleep for a bit because it's not behaving very well. It's got issues. It's just not wanting to. It's not wanting to behave itself today. Maybe it should go to sleep for a while. There it goes. We'll let it sleep for a bit, and then we'll turn it back on. And I'm sure everything will be fine, because you know how it is with technicals. Did you turn it off and turn it back on? There you go. Let's see what happens. Thank you, everybody. Mr. T says, Brucey sat on an old chair, and now there's a splinter in my bum. I'm worried if I remove it, I'll shoot off around. I'll shoot off around the garden like a balloon. Should I come inside and close all the doors and windows first? These are life questions. I mean, these are serious life questions that one has to ask from time to time. It's not simple to get these kinds of answers sometimes. We're up 8.45 on GameStop, 226.78. SoFi up 47 cents now to 23.42. Those of you who have SoFi, you may want to look at writing options. Rocket Lab 15.02. Those puts are looking better all the time. Matterport 20.90. Down 268. This is the low of the day, I believe. We're in this neighborhood right now, 2080. Bargoon time. And are you scooping up your contracts? Some of you might be able to get back those Matterport contracts. Got my Matterport call back at less than a third of what I did paid for, sold for. Woohoo, way to go, Vilbus. Nicely done. Nicely done. Keep an eye out when you're going to rewrite them. Now just keep an eye. Beautiful, beautiful. 500,000 volume on Spire in 5 minutes. Uncle Bruce, Credit Suisse and Wedbush both raised target price on Matterport this morning. Interesting. Hasn't affected the market yet, 2078, but it might affect it a little later. Let's see. My Rocket Lab are printing, SoFi printing, GameStop printing, ME printing. Not sure what you mean. Let's see here. Larry, you don't always have to turn it on and turn it off, or turn it off and turn it on. Just give it to a 7-year-old. Yeah, I don't have one of those hanging around here, so I can't do anything. How do you turn on an iPad? You just hold down this big button over here, or do you hold down this little button down here? How do you do it? How do you make that little yellow, white apple thing show up? I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Okay, you hold the little button down. Here we go. The iPad is going through the opening thing. Okay, that Matterport drop is just ridiculous. Off to a great start today with awful typing. Let's see. When Uncle Bruce says buy options for SoFi, what options is he referring to? If you're going to buy options on SoFi, you're going to buy options into next summer. At least you want to go way out, and you want to look at 20s, 2250s, 25, something like that. Here we go. Yesterday, I was upside down on a Matterport. I wrote today, I bought it back for a profit. Nice going, Chicago Transit Authority. Beautiful done, beautifully done. This is how you do it. You buy these contracts back when the market's back off. Where we were as low as 2075 on Matterport. We're now 2103. Right here. Rocket Lab at 15.08, up 17. SoFi up 38 cents to 23.34. We've got GameStop now only up 82 cents at 2.19. Interesting this morning. Let's see here. Here we go. I bought my Matterport callback for 15 cents. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Yeah. If following Uncle Bruce is wrong, I don't want to be right. Right, I guess. Thank you all for being here today and hanging out with me. Appreciate it so much. Jennifer and I appreciate your support. We love you, and we're hoping you guys have a good day today. We're going to go now member only on chat. Again, if you would like to chat during market hours, please become a member of this channel. Support us. We'd love to have you join us as members. Those of you who are members, you got an alert this morning, I hope. Hope you all got your alert today. Keep an eye open for more, and we'll keep you posted on the latest activities and what's going on as best we can. 295 on ATI Physical Therapy, up a nickel, it looks like. Very good, very good. Lots going on here. Watching a couple things here simultaneously. Thank you for the 324 thumbs up so far. Appreciate that too. Spire 598 right now, up 19 cents on a volume of let's see here. Spire volume 507,000. Very good. Rocket Lab volume is now 224,000. SoFi volume is 2 million. GameStop volume back to 220, up $1.67 on 477,000. GameStop really jumping. Matterport volume 2 million at 2126 now. ME volume up a quarter on 147,000. Spire volume up 508,000 at 598. ATIP volume 109,000. That's it. 109,000. No one yet knows the news we know on ATIP. They don't get it. They don't know it. We know it. It's awesome news on ATIP. Absolutely awesome. This might be an opportunity to steal this stuff before it takes off. Just saying. $2.95, $2.99 a share, $2.95 a share on ATIP. No one knows. Smrt went down 31 cents on 117,000 shares. Unbelievably light volume. Sextera is up 5 cents to 9.85 on 2,500 volume. 2,500 on Sextera, and I think something big's going on. So go figure. I don't know. I do the best I can with what I got. The Dow's down 42. Apple's up 27. Microsoft down $2. Bed Bath Beyond is only up 39 cents. Royal Caribbean up 52, and Goldman down 6.75. There you have it. Those are the latest numbers. GameStop just went negative 217.60. Those of you who've written contracts on GameStop, keep your eyes on the stock. Those of you who wrote this morning on the up move, way to go. You're already in the money. That's what we're doing here. Matterport 21.32. Those of you who are buying back your Matterport calls, scoop them for pennies on the dollar, put in stink bids and get them cheap if you can. And then sit on the sidelines and watch the stock. If it goes back to 22, 23, write calls again. Then away we go. Bring in some more money. You got to love that. All right. You know what? Worth, I just bought back my Matterport calls I wrote last Friday. Beautiful job. Nice. Uncle Bruce, you mentioned earlier SoFi is at 295.5. How is it? It can be a nickel up at 295. Splitter, I don't know. I'm not sure what your computer's showing. I'm showing SoFi now at 23.22 up 26 cents. That's what I have at the moment. Let's see here. Bruce, you're right. I have 1,148 shares on Spire. Let's go. I'm in a meeting where I have to listen and can't listen. I can't read lips. Damn it. We're going higher. Oh my. We're down 70 on GameStop. Matterport at 2102 down 257, 2101. 520 Matterport bought back at $2. Oh, buddy, beautiful job. Scoring a 320 gain on a call option. Nicely done, CJ. I love this. I love when you guys make money like this. This is beautiful. They're handing you profits again and again and again. Nice going. Let's see here. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with yours truly. I love it. Most entertaining morning to say the least. Lots going on and lots happening here on a number of our stocks. Rocket Lab 14.98 up 7, 23.05 on SoFi up 9. GameStop 216.76 down $1.57. George Manassas, thanks George for being a member for 8 months. Smart announcement today, they're supporting NASA flight tests. That's right, George, you got it, buddy. We got good news coming out here. John Jewett, welcome John Jewett to the family, new member. And we have an anniversary, George Manassas, 8th month now as a member. That's awesome. Thank you for that so much, guys. Love that you're here as long as you are. I saw the John Jewett note here, but I didn't see on CJ, didn't say here that he's an 8-monther, but it does say it on my George Manassas. I'm sorry, George Manassas's comment is highlighted on my YouTube page that it's 8 months that he's been a member of this channel. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Have a great day, everybody from Aurora. Yeah, baby. Spire 5.99 up to 21 cents. 602 5.99. We're jumping around. 531,000 volume now on Spire. ATIP 297.9 up 7.9 cents. ATIP getting closer and closer to the $3 barrier, which is really important. We're at 171,000 volume. We break through $3 and the stock is not in danger of having to worry about being classified a penny stock. And I don't think it's going to last long under 3. I really don't think so. We're down 33 on the Dow. We're up 10 on S&P. We're up 60 on NASDAQ. We got a 223 gain on oil at $83 a barrel. What else is going on here? checking all kinds of things at the same time. SoFi down 6 cents. GameStop down 79 cents. Matterport 2101. Smrt down 47 cents going into the negative. That is a bargain here, 1330 on 122,000 volume. We've got Cyxtera up a nickel at 985. AMC holding $40.01, down 78 cents right now. Interesting market. Spire now 604, up 26 cents. The high of the day today on the market, on the New York Stock Exchange, officially 606. We're at 604. So we're approaching the high of the day on Spire on 536,000 volume. I'll have to see how this plays itself out. 298 now on ATIP. I think that is the high of the day on the stock here. 299 officially, ATIP. So that's looking good too. The news announcement on ATIP looks real good. This is wonderful. Okay. Let's see. By the way, I'm thumbs up number 341. Spir, thanks, buddy. What does a penny stock classification do to a stock? Nicholas, I believe on the New York Exchange, if you trade under $3 for a certain amount of time, and I don't know if it's 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, I don't know, you then have to get off the exchange. They will tell you, hey, you can't be here under $3. We're not a penny market. But what companies usually would do is they would come out with a rollback. They would roll their stock back a little bit and pop it back, like a 2-for-1 rollback. So for every 2 shares, you now have 1 share, and the stock's trading at $6 instead of $3, something like that. But in the case of this stock here, I think we are temporarily under $3, and we're about to break through $3 and go much higher, which makes this all a non-event. But 297 is where we're at, 3 cents away. If we break through $3 and stay there overnight, the meter resets, and the stock has another 1, 2, 3 months to get over the 3 level again. So yeah, I'm not really worried about it. I'm green now on ATI. Oh, I forgot, my Mac is dead. I guess I'm zooming all day from a phone. Pink Sheets is the next step, or you go to NASDAQ. You go to NASDAQ as well. Anyway, it's not going anywhere. It's going to go higher. Spire 602 now. I talk about going higher. Spire 602 up 24 on 536,000 last I saw. Spire volume now 545. Matterport 2141 improving. Matterport coming on. The high today 2160, and we're only 19 cents away from the high of the day. We're down 216 on 2.7 million. We might be through the sell-off. We might be on the other way up, which means those of you who bought back your options, you might be getting ready to keep an eye on your stock and get ready to write new options. We'll see what happens. Let's see. By the way, I'm on number 31. How does a penny stock close into stock? I'm green now. Never mind. I've read all these comments. Let's move forward. 21.58 on Matterport, just about to get the new high now. Down only $2 a share. ATIP 296.5. Holding right in there. The Dow down 61. I'm going to double check everything here. Down 62. S&P down 9. NASDAQ up. S&P up 9. NASDAQ up 64. The Dow's down 62. And we're down up 190 on oil now. We're backing off on oil a little bit. Okay. ATIP 297. 602 on Spire. ME gone positive, 1261. We were down to 1237. We're shooting up now to 1264. We're going higher on ME on 203,000. We're moving. Matterport 2150. GameStop 212.66 down 567 on your GameStop, folks. Those of you who have written 250s, 240s, 230s, 220s, 210s. 200s, 185s, 180s, you're all watching your contracts. Stock is backing off, coming to you. So keep an eye on those contracts and enjoy the gains if you've written them there. SoFi 2302 up 6 cents. Rocket Lab 1502 up 11 right now. Smrt still down 27 cents at 13.50. We're as low as 13.20. We just bounced back 30 cents on Smrt. We're only down 27 cents on 124,000 shares. Smrt coming back. Cyxtera still holding a gain of a nickel at 9.85. Okay. AMC down 142 at 39.45. Cannot hold 40. 6.2 million. That's not good enough. We got to be at 15 million now. We're only at 6. We're too far into the day. Light volume on AMC. That's not good. AMC's under pressure. Robinhood up 33 cents to 37.37. Vanek up 3.33 a share. Home Depot up 2.19. IBM up 74. The Dow down 56. Microsoft down $1.15. It's coming back up here from a $4 drop now, down only $1. Apple up 72 cents to 152.22. Tesla up 16. Bed Bath Beyond up 14 cents to 19.44. Bed Bath Beyond got up to 20.72 at the opening. Now at the low of the day here around 1936, low of the day 1917. We just read a few moments ago on Bed Bath & Beyond. We're negative on BlackBerry. Royal Caribbean going to go negative, 89.84, only up 7 cents now. It's negative, down a penny right now. Royal Caribbean just went red. Goldman down $8 to 4.09. So some pressure coming in on some of the stocks out there. Watching this closely. Down 3.80 on GameStop, down to 196 now on Matterport, 21.62. I think we're pushing high numbers. 21.87 just a moment ago on Matterport. That's the high of the day. The stock is coming, looks like it's kind of coming up 2 steps down, 1 up, 2 down, 1 right now. Matterport, 2.9 million. ATIP, 297 last trade on the markets. The Dow down 48, S&P up 12, NASDAQ up 68. Mixed market. Okay. Interesting. Keep an eye on a whole bunch of stuff simultaneously here. SoFi 23.17 up 21 cents. Look at writing options, kids, bringing in money. Okay, let's go. I didn't want to risk Matterport heading back up before expiry next week. Bought back covered calls, and I pocketed 500-ish. Ed, good job. Let it come back up and get ready to rewrite contracts again. Absolutely can be done. Come on, ME, hit 30 by January. I'll be happy at 20 plus too. And let's see. Let's go. Hey, Uncle Bruce, sometimes when I put up my calls for sale out 60, 90 days, my brokerage will randomly cancel my limit sale after a few weeks. I've noticed several do it. Why? Any idea why? They may only allow a certain amount of time for limit orders. You have to stay on top of those. They will cancel and make you re-enter to make sure you didn't forget. Wedbush raised their target price to 30. Is that on Matterport? I'm curious. That's cool. I like to hear that. Let's see. Do we have anything else going on here? Yeah. Okay. Matterport 21.90. We're pushing the high today on Matterport right now. We're only down 169. Wedbush Matterport stock price raised to 30 from 26 at Wedbush. That is an upgrade right there. Very interesting for today to see that come through. Love it. I love it. Spire 597 right now, up 19 cents. High of the day 606. ATIP 298, up 8 cents. High of the day 299. Right there, we're just pushing $3. We got to get through 3. That might be a psychological barrier. We break through that, we could be 310, 320 in no time. We'll watch for that. Rocket Lab 1509 up 18. SoFi 2319 up 23. GameStop down 369 to 214.64. Matterport pushing $22. 21.97 now on Matterport. The high of the day is 22, and we're getting ready to break through that. That would be fine. That would be just fine. ME 1270 up 33 cents. ME is at its high of the day range right now on 261,000. It's climbing. Yes. Looking great. Let's see. Spire 597 up 19. ATIP 299.8. Spire ATIP about to hit $3. We're about to attack it. Can we break through at 3? We're trading at 3 right now. ATIP apparently trading at $3 at the moment. Are we going to take out the offer and bust through? Let's hope so. ATIP 235,000 volume. Let's see if it can break through $3 and move higher. Let's see. ME to be used for cancer drugs. Stories coming out. And let's see. Spire playing that pre-market and drop at the open game these days. Spire 596, ATIP 299. Right here, the Dow down only 20 points, by the way. 299.5 on ATIP. Right at 3 now. Right at 3. 596 on Spire. 1269 on ME. Matterport 2192, about to break through 22. Gamestop down 336 to 214.97. SoFi up 27 cents. And Rocket Lab 1512 up 21. My $2.50 January 23 ATIP call is looking lovely this morning. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's looking just delicious. Absolutely lovely. You got to love this. Absolutely lovely. 237,000 ATIP volume. We need more, but it's coming. Up 9 on the stock. Spire volume now 581,000, 596 last. Interesting morning. Let's see. If ME registers cancer drugs, the gains will be insane, says Samuel. Bruce, are you telling me that my $10 ATIP November calls from a few months ago have a chance? I'm just joking, but is there a chance? There might be. Happy Pappy says, in August, I was red on 11 of 12 positions. Now I'm green on 12 out of 14. It's way more fun this way. Only red on Spire and ATIP, and they're both coming up today. We're looking good. John Jepson, I'm number 366 and 367 for thumbs ups. Multiple devices. Thank you very much. CJ, I think Spire's going to be held down until 11:19. We'll see. We'll see. Joe, a while back, Bruce, I read SoFi had to get the bank charter within a specific period of time once they applied for it. Are you familiar with that policy? I think they applied for that last hour. I don't know anything about that. Don't know anything about it. Can't tell you. Was just playing around, and I got 3 Matterport calls for November 19, $22.50 for $1 each. Small gamble for fun, but feels like a great buy. Yeah, $100 a contract, $300 bet on a $22.50 price for Matterport. It's at $22.05. You're coming on. You're going to make money on this, it looks like. Uncle Bruce, you're the best. Oh, my God. I wrote and sold my first call. I made a profit in less than 24 hours. I'm beyond excited. Yes. That's fantastic. I'm really happy about that. That's great. That is how it's done. You won't know and experience it until you try it. And I'm really happy, Suxel. Way to go, buddy. This is good stuff. Now just keep an eye open on this Matterport. If it goes higher, goes back to 22.50, 23, 350, you might write a new call again. Here we go. Coyote 10 all over, Jen all over, green all over. Way to go. Michael saying, grats, Suxel, way to go. AB, really funny that calls can go that go to be worth $1 and go up to be worth 100. Not super often, but it happens. True. Nicholas, John Jepson, I need more devices. Suxel, you are a legend now. You're a legend. Vilbus, I have an uncle who is a doctor and asked me about stonks. I directed him to SoFi and ME. This was earlier this year before ME dropped a few bucks. I needed to check back in to see if he held it on his ME. Auntie, I got an 11.19 Matterport $20 strike for $2. I'm already in the green. There you go. John's laughing. Appreciate the straight shooting on Uncle Bruce, says Joe. I came for the bagels and stay for the truth because I can handle the truth. There you go. Right on, man. ATIP. 298.5 right now, just under $3 here. Spire 598 up 20 cents. ME up 33 to 1270. Matterport now 22.20, down $1.38. The low on Matterport was 20.75. We have come back $1.45 from the low to be down 138. We are coming back on. I hope you got all of you got your Matterport calls back and now get ready to rewrite new call contracts. Get ready to take in new cash a little later on. Just let this stock come on here. 3.4 million, looking good. GameStop down 381 to 214. SoFi up 20 cents, 23.16. Rocket Lab 15.15 up 24. Come on, Rocket Lab, get to 20, and then we can watch options being written there too. Another one to add to our arsenal of revenue generators. We're turning these stocks into revenue generators for us. Smrt went down 48. Cyxtera up 9 to 988. AB, I made about 900 from those SoFi and Matterport calls. Monique, thank you, Monique, very much. Way to go. You bet, Monique. No problem. All right. I made about 900 from those SoFi and Matterport calls I wrote last week. I tossed 80% of it into the bank to make sure I don't panic and rebuy the contracts too high. Patience. Good job. Good job. Fenivel, 389, just checking in. Right on. Maybe I should have only put back 50 or so. Oh, well, Nicholas, I told my uncle about SoFi. He's in at 15. Spire back to 6. Go Spire, go. 298 on ATIP and 599 to 6 on Spire. I've made some good money on HUT. Good luck, chat. There still could be more gains here. John, love it when we talk stocks and not political stuff. The stocks and Uncle Bruce Watinitis. I should have bought more of everything. Michael, oh, good. Apple listened to me and backed off. Erico, do you think the news on Spire will scare the shorters away, or will they continue to try to hold it down? The sucker's prime for takeoff. I just don't know. I think volume will scare them away. The volume has to be there. If there isn't enough volume, it won't do it. Spire's at 6 now on 621,000. Price move, of course, volume behind it, and they will get crushed. They will get crushed. I just hope it happens. 298 now on ATIP. Volume now 250,000 on ATIP. ME up 41 to 1278. Matterport 2206 down 152. Gamestop down 410. SoFi up 31. Rocket Lab up 26 cents. We've got AMC down $1.04. IBM up 69 cents. The Dow down 13. Microsoft only down 58 cents. Apple up 55. Tesla up $15. Bed Bath Beyond up 35 cents. BlackBerry down 28. Bed Bath Beyond up 35. Okay, Rocket Lab up 2 pennies, just hanging around. The Goldman down 639. Amazon is up 62. Facebook up 380. Google up 18. So FANG stocks generally having an okay day, although Microsoft was off to start the day today. All right. That is where we're at. 517 up 26 on Rocket Lab and 2328 on SoFi. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Lots happening. I sold 1,000 shares of Matterport at $25. I bought them back just now at $20.80. Very happy. And I just bought more shares in Rocket Lab, Smrt, and CYXT. Free shares, laughing out loud. Way to go. Gino, my calls on ME down 90% to 100% this month. I'm gone negative to positive. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Way to go, everybody. Love it when you guys making money here. This is fabulous. 1276 on ME and climbing up 39 more. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to trying to make some dough. Love it. AB, is that technically correct? I realize I said rebuy the calls. I meant buy back to cancel my agreement to sell the contracts. Grammar language hard. If you bought the calls back that you had sold earlier, that you'd created, you're flat now. Beautiful job. Cancel my agreement to sell the shares. You know what I mean. Yes. Buy to close. Open, sell to open, buy to close. There you go. Beautiful job, everybody. We're down 1891 on the Dow, down 16. We're up 16 on S&P. We're up 97 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's having a fine day, going higher yet again. 298 on ATIP. Spire, 598. ME, 1273. We're approaching $13 on ME now. Matterport 2209 down 149. GameStop 216.98 down $1.35. SoFi 2329 up 33 cents. Rocket Lab 1519 up 28. We knew what you meant there, DW. CJ, August was a rough month. By my account, it is now up 10%, even with ATIP and Spire lacking a bit behind. Once they go, I can't imagine my account being under 25%. Bruce, you are a hero. Thank you, CJ. Way to go, guys. I'm glad to see you guys scoring some gains here. Fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And keep it going. Here There you have it. Looking good today. Looking very good today. Okay. Thank you for joining us today on the channel. Hope you're doing well here. Getting some opportunities to buy back calls, write brand new calls, and bring in additional capital. That's what it's all about. We have 401 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Those of you who are celebrating a membership, thank you. Evan, member for 8 months. Uncle Bruce, some terms of the new GameStop ABL facility is they are no longer restricted on releasing dividends, redeeming or repurchase stock, and engaging in mergers and acquisitions per filings. Evan, thank you for that info, and thank you for being a member here for 8 months. George Manassas, same thing, eight-month member. Love this, guys. Thank you so much for your continued support of this channel. Absolutely wonderful. 407 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you, everybody. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. Love it. Spire, $5.98, $5.99. And ATIP, $2.98 right now on this market. We're up 31 on Rocket Lab now to 15.22. GameStop just went positive. We're plus 17 cents now. Matterport, $21.92, down only 166. And Cyxtera up a nickel. There you go. Lots to watch, lots to follow here. Bruce, Casey is saying, I was worried about my $12.50 January 22 ME calls, but they are finally green. It just goes to show that I trust you, but I don't believe you. Right on. Uncle B, every time you send out a members-only message, I get all excited thinking that the SoFi merger came out. Can't wait for that message. Hopefully I won't be in the old folks home by then. Says John, Carol is saying, cheers, cheers, cheers. AB, that the 2 to 3 day wait time for funds to go back to your bank in a way can stop you from doing stupid stuff. Laugh out loud. It's in transit. ME, no have access to lighter to set living room rug on fire. So I got you, AB. I got you. It is what it is. It's a safety feature. Okay, fair enough. All right, on. GameStop negative again, down 53 cents. Matterport, 21.86. Spire, 5.98. ATIP, 2.99, up 9 cents on 271,000 shares right now. Can ATIP hit 3 and break it? That's the question. Can we break through $3 on ATIP today? We've come up from that 270 range a couple of days ago now to this $2.99, $3 neighborhood. Watching it very closely, $2.99 a share. Looking for a buy wave to take it up and over. And if the buy wave comes in like I think it can, it'll go to 310.20 quickly, very, very quickly. Let's see. NVIDIA making moves, says Martin. Michael, I just use Fidelity as my savings account, AB. That's what I do. And 218 on the GameStop, up a dime now, just above the break even. Okay, that's where we're at. 602 on Spire, just popped up through 6, up 24 cents. Spire a little better. 299 on ATIP right now is where we're at. Everybody, thank you for being here. Love it. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Now 414 and counting. Thank you guys. 414 thumbs ups and climbing. It all helps. Jen is in the house. How you doing, Jen?
Putting a little cool air in.
Oh, she's giving me some cool air from
the.
Thank you so much. Yes, the room gets warm. Another fun day today. Lots going on.
Let's see.
We have people who have experienced their first ever rollover or buyback.
Yeah.
Where on Matterport, in the last 2 days, Matterport got up into that $23, $24 neighborhood, and people were writing options for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And this morning, they got an opportunity to buy back their options for a fraction of what they sold it for.
Yeah.
And some folks have really scored some beautiful profits on Matterport options by buying them back this morning for super cheap. Now we're watching the stock recover because it's now back to 22.04 after having been as low as 20.75. It's coming back on here, 22.10 now. This goes up to 23.50. We're going to write contracts all over again, and we'll take in more money. Yeah, baby. I love the position of having the cash first before you buy it back. I love being in that position.
Right.
Putting up the building up some dry powder. Gotta love that. SoFi's doing great. It's up 42 to 23.38.
Yes.
Looking good on SoFi. GameStop holding its own, up 48 cents to 218.81.
They came out with news?
GameStop came out with news that they've negotiated a new credit facility to replace their old credit facility. The old one they had, which they've already paid it off, but they kept the facility if they needed it. The old one was $430 million, but they had all kinds of restrictions. If they borrowed any money on it, they couldn't do dividends. They couldn't do a takeover of anybody. They couldn't do stock buybacks. They couldn't do anything. But the new deal is a $500 million credit line with none of these restrictions.
Take it and run.
And the interest rates, I'm sure, are plummeting. And apparently they were offered more than that. But they said, no, $500 million is fine. We're sitting on $1.7 billion cash.
It's fine.
Please, we don't need to borrow
You're
or potentially.
Yourself, please.
Yeah, please don't embarrass yourself. ATIP, big news.
Yeah.
Just spiked. Got
$3.
through to 302. We're at 302.5. This is big news because we had a resistance there at $3. It is gone through $3 like a hot knife through soft butter. We love it, and we're now running on ATIP. This is good stuff. Spire 604, by the way. ATIP 307,000 got up to 303 on this little pop, and I'm sure we're going to go even higher now. This is big news because on the New York Stock Exchange, any stock trading under 3 is designated as a penny stock. You have
that's why it's trading in thousands.
You might have to get off the exchange in like 30 to 1. It's between 1 and 3 months or 1 and 6 months. I don't know. But I knew that ATIP wouldn't stay under 3 long, and I figured that that sooner or later it would break through there. It did it today. There was news this morning. ATIP came up with an announcement with another health provider to team up.
Oh, good.
The other health provider has 350 locations. ATIP has 900.
Yeah.
They are forming an alliance of some kind of a partnership.
A monopoly.
There's going to be some sharing of clientele. I think this is great. This is great.
Good news.
We love it. And on Spire, we're popping now. Spire is up to 607. We're pushing a high today of 609 now. 737,000, and Spire is moving higher.
Well, you are wearing green.
I am wearing green, so there's no reason for Spire not to be running.
That's right.
There was news this morning on Spire. They've signed a deal with NASA.
Some little company called NASA.
Got a little outfit that you have to do due diligence to get through and all this.
Down south.
I think Spire is doing a contract with another company that has a contract through NASA. But even with that, you still have to pass the NASA smell test.
Sure.
On due diligence. And Spire deals with governments in Europe and in North America. It's a no-brainer. It's a nothing burger. Of course they pass. Yeah. Their stock's moving up, and it's up wonderfully today. So we're having a good day here on a couple of our stocks. We're watching this very closely. The Matterport thing was an interesting exercise today. To see how it dropped, and people bought back a bunch of their call options, and now they're on the sidelines getting ready to rewrite calls again on Spire. The stock will give it to you when it moves up. You'll rewrite them.
Train just goes round.
And this is what we do on GameStop. We're going to do this on SoFi. We're going to do this on all of our stocks as they break through 20. We're going to do this on all of them, and you guys are going to be very busy and very wealthy. Simple. I mean, that's just it. Just going to make money. Sorry. Yeah, that's all. Yay. I'm thinking today, Shmia.
Oh, you want a Shmia?
I'm thinking of Shmia today.
Well, I'm ready. I've got the knife ready. I will dig that bagel out of the toaster.
We got these are big old. These are really thick bagels from Albertsons that Jen has to cut in half and then shove them into the toaster. And then she got to pry them out with.
I literally had the toaster pliers. Upside down, banging it, trying to get it to come out.
We don't want to be there. We don't want to see this. We only want to see the net result of the Shmia on the bagel.
Now for you people up north, apparently the Northern Lights are putting on quite a show this morning.
Folks, there you go. You want to know what to do with yourself? Check out the Northern Lights, man. Yeah, man, that's doable. Very doable. There's all kinds of things happening.
Okay, wish me luck.
Jen, go get them.
Wish you luck. You may get a half a bagel and then like a jigsaw puzzle. Entrails.
Entrails. We'll see what happens here. Oh my God, I'm excited. Oh boy, 302 on ATIP. Welcome back, kids, to 302 a share, up 12 cents. It's a little victory, but it's not the final victory. Smrt ran at 1302, down 75. There's a bargain. Sextera up 4 cents. Rocket Lab at 1544, up 53 cents. All of you with Rocket Lab are getting richer now. Congratulations. Let's see. We got a whole bunch of messages coming through. Thank you, everybody. Let me just make sure I'm on top of stuff here. About to break 3 on the ATM. This is a little earlier. Gamestop was 219. It is 219. Hey, Bruce, I sold in the money 2050 November 12th on SoFi. Last week. Big mistake, I know. Should I buy it back now and reset my position, or should I just wait until next week? SoFi 23.27, you're up 31 cents today. You wrote a 2050 contract. Now, the question is, can you buy back this contract for whatever it costs you? Keep an eye on that. Make sure not to overpay, of course, put in a stink bid or just above the bid up price. But nonetheless, before you do that, can you sell a contract on SoFi that is either at the money, at least at 23 or 24 or 25, further out in time for more money than it'll cost you to buy back this one? That's the rollover trick you want to pull off. So if you buy this one back, let's say you buy this one back for, I don't know, it's 2050 exercise, it's $3 in the money. I don't know, do you have to pay $4 to buy this back, $3.75? You pay $4 to buy this back. Can you sell a contract for $5? $5.50, $6. That's further out. Now this one is November 12th, so this one expires next Friday. Can you write one for the 19th to 26th or into December for more money with a higher strike price? If you can do that, you're good to go. You've raised your strike price and you've raised your cash balance in your account. Double win. Look for that. Morning, Jen from John. I had a bunch of ME calls that were down $2,000. Now I'm down only $300. Laugh out loud. Heck yeah, losing money less than and then have new car money, says AB, if it goes to 20 plus. There you go. Good morning, Jen from John. Benville, Eddie, roll the contracts out further for more premium. It sounds familiar. AB, new Honda Fit money. It's not an Acura or Lexus or whatever, but hey, stonks. Hey, Jen from Aworth, ATIP above 3, ATIP. We're now at 301 on ATIP, by the way, 615 on your Spire. Here we go. AB ME 1250 bought on June 22. I have a whole bunch, and currently I'm down 40%. Just sit tight, Benaville. Just sit tight. It's coming your way, baby. Felbus, get it. ATIP 303. Michael, average down to 375 on ATIP. Time to let it rip. Hooray, it's not a penny stock anymore. That's right. Cool. Now we only need ATIP to rise 500% to make a profit. Trash stock, says Melody. Vanderbilt just bought 10 more contracts of ATIP February 18th, 2022 for 81 cents to average down. Let's go. ATIP 301 right now, 612 on Spire. AB, yep, Vanderbilt. Around there, 4 $10 January ME calls. I bought a relatively cheap at like 1-ish, and then 8, 12.5 January. I bought around there in June-ish, and 8.15 January is also around June. And Zach is saying, nee. Michael, I'm just going to give Rocket Lab some credit. Loving the slow and steady climb of that stock. It is now 1542, up 51 cents on Rocket Lab. SoFi, 23.34, up 39. GameStop, 217.56, down 77. Matterport, 22.04, down 154. ME, 12.75, up 38. Spire, 6.12, up 33. ATIP, 301.5, up 11.5 cents. Smrt Rent, 12.98, down 80 cents. Low of the day, 12.96. Bargain time on Smrt Rent, and up 4 cents on Sextera. Volume on Spire now 891,000, topped out at 619, looking better all the time. ATIP volume 355,000, topped out at 303. We've only begun to move, kids. We've only just started. Oh, it's looking good. Fenville AB, we've been here way too long. Pretty much all the calls for Uncle Bruce's SPAC, we bought them all up and down. We're still here. ITPC smiling. Welcome to American GMO Bagels, everybody. I have some Northern Lights, says Aworth. Joe, some steady volume moving into Spire right now. Spire running. We're getting richer, says Erico. AB 612 on Spire. Spire on fire, says NTPC. Spire volume coming in now. Let's go, Spire, says Fanatic. Spire, Aworth, probably I have a familiar Northern Light. I love that strain. Anthony, I mentioned to my wife how much I made on that in the last 6 months with your teachings. In seconds, she worked out in 2 years we could sell the house and buy a mansion. She figured it out. She's on top of this. There you go. Michael, November 12th, SoFi, 20.5 currently, 292 to buy back. Okay, so the contract to buy back would be 292. Now the question is, can you write a new contract for higher than that further out with a higher strike price? That's what you're looking for to make the move. You want to make that rollover profitable for you, cash and expiry. You're only giving up some time to do it. Let's get paid for your time. Sean and Wendy, good morning, family. Hi, Auntie Jen. Good morning, you guys. Average down, says Aworth to Madeline. Baking. I bought ATIP Inspire at current levels for my IRA. Delahode Smart Rent. Woohoo! Carol, chart. We're going higher. I bought 10 Smart Rent, says Fenneville, for $14.08 in after hours yesterday to test it out. 10 Smart Rate at $14.08. $12.98 right now. Brent, with all the gains we've been seeing in the last month, I just wanted to give a friendly reminder to be setting aside money for the tax man at some point. Tax season gets very real for short-term gain. Erico, every time Spire takes a run, it immediately gets beaten back down. Is this a coincidence? $6.19 now in Spire, up 41 cents. ATIP 301. Spire is going higher here. This is the high of the day right now on 933,000. We've got a breakout going on here. Keep it going. 618 like butter, says Aworth. Same, but condo to house. Roach on a tree. My ATIP average is 366 a share. Waiting on the bus to make it up to my street and pick me up for the ride north. Aworth wouldn't waste another penny on ATIP, says Madeline. No one is selling Smart Rent here. Being shorted. Delahode, Fenneville, remember, you were a bit unlucky. I bought 500 Smart Rent at 13. Cheddar Stacks. Little dinky shorts must be Aaron. I don't know. We'll see. ATIP $3 and a half a penny. Aspire $6.24. That is pushing the new high of $6.28 around here on 997,000. We are running $6.25 on Spire. We are moving higher now with some conviction here. $6.25 up 47 cents on Spire. Let's go, baby. ME 1265 up 28. Matterport down 162 at 2189. GameStop down 279. SoFi up 35. And Rocket Lab 1546. Look at that Spire go. Ooh, we got a schmia on a bagel here. An Albertson bagel after all. Bagel. I'm so excited. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. 624 on Spire, up 46 cents. We're rolling on Spire. Spire's on fire. Oh, yes. Michael, Erico, that's just normal market movement. Nothing to see here. Erico, 628. Let's freaking go on Spire. Cheddar, sure glad I bought Spire pre-market. Happy Pappy set a stink bid on 3 Spire calls this morning. 2 of them got filled, even with the stock moving higher. Nice. Stink bids can pay handsomely, and stink offers can also pay handsomely, kids. Absolutely. Oh, this is good stuff. Spire 625. Laugh out loud. I'm back in, Austin. John, oh my God, we get it. You don't like ATIP. Thanks. All right. Sean Abbott, thank you so much for that donation on PayPal. That is the gold medal donation of the week right there. That is right there, number 1. Thank you. Let's see. Jordan, my Spire shares are almost green now. If only we can save my November 12.5 call. Michael, since Made hates ATIP so much, I bought another 1,000 shares. Does the phrase let's eat these shorts make anyone uncomfortable when it comes to Spire? Pick Noah says it's time. Fenderville, breakfast is here. Yeah, Uncle B, CJ, not complaining on the Spire. Thought already up $2,000 here. Says CJ. Erico, look at that bagel though. Can I get a bite? Joe, Bruce, I'm not sure what you're up to, but clearly this is better. This is a butter and cheese whiz kind of morning. You know what's a good day, says Cam, when Uncle Bruce starts sounding like an auctioneer. Madeline Dade, Michael Hunt, how dare you buy that stock? Oh my gosh. ME 1263, Spire 633, up 55 cents now. ATIP 302 up 12. Spire has traded 1,187,636. High today up 58 cents. Spire is on a roll right now. ATIP up 12 to 302. Volume on ATIP 374,000 right now. Very good. Love this. Smrt rent still at $12.94, right around the $12.92 cheap price. 152,000. Smrt rent is a bargain, super bargain right there. Matterport 2160. Gamestop down $3 to 215. SoFi 23.33 up 37, and Rocket Lab 15.45 up 54 cents. What a day. Spire 642. Spire on fire. 642 on your Spire. I think that is pushing a high we had last week or so. We were on the 27th of October. We were up in this neighborhood and we couldn't hold it, but we are flying through here. 641 right now. Looking awfully, awfully good. It is breaking out right at the moment on Spire. Very good. Tom Hanks says he turned down Blue Origin spot and it went to William Shatner. Interesting comment there. 638 on Spire. ATIP 301.5. And we're looking good, guys. Welcome one and welcome all to the show. Let's try this bagel with some schmear on it. See how it tastes. It's looking good here. Erico, 643. I have urine running down my leg. Oh, my. Oh, my. So good. Uncle Bruce, I bought some SoFi calls expiring January. I am down right now. Should I wait a little longer, see how it moves? Yeah, wait a little longer. Roll them over now. Just hang around. Erico, 636 on Spire. We're going higher, baby. Thumbs up for Uncle Bruce. Thank you all. 643. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Spire, go. Glad I own Spire. We have a long way to go, Fenville. I know, we do. Any news with SMH has gone through the roof in the last few days? It's just looking good there. If this breaks 750 today, we're going to get really interesting really fast. That's right. 625. We're jumping. Up and down, up and down. Started buying ME December 1750s in June. Been averaging down ever since. Now have 100, and they're in the green finally. Thank you, ME. Smooth Wake. Way to go, buddy. Way to go, man. Beautiful. I love this. MEs were up 23 cents to 12.60. Go, baby, go. I love this. Spire just went from 625 to 630. Just jumping. It's up 51 cents on Spire. ATIP 301. Go, baby, go. Hope they let Spire run. More thumbs up, guys. 781 of us are here right now. Spire's all green for me over 590. There you go. 632. It's going higher. Good stuff, man. Really good news. ATIP, great news announcement today on ATIP. Stocks at 301, up 11 cents. We've broken 3. Very important. Michael, 538. Here's my average. Sean Abbott, thank you, man. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you for that PayPal donation today. I will let Jen know. She doesn't know. She's not aware. Fabulous, man. Okay. Rocking and rolling here. Where are we here? 465 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. So appreciate that. Thank you, all of you members who are enjoying anniversaries. I notice now on YouTube, you get a special banner that comes across with the anniversary date of your membership. Thank you for those of you who are renewing and supporting this channel month after month. I so appreciate it. We can keep on doing this. Keep you updated on what's going on with these markets and with these stocks. This is exciting. Man, we're looking good. The Dow's still down 34, but the S&P's up almost 20. NASDAQ up 135. Oil up 82 cents to 81.68. Oil seems to be backing up a little bit. They should have asked William Shatner in the first place, says Auntie. Spire checking in with 587 basis. Farragon, my average $7. Michael, my average 630.38. Nicholas, my average 548. Ryan, Spire options chain in February looks very bullish. CJ, $2,000 shares of Spire, $3,000 options. Let's go. Credit Rocket Lab at 1550. Come on, baby. 1554 right now, up 63 cents. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. George D. My average is 670. Pick nose, 688, but it was over 11 at one point. Octavio, I got an auto renewal. It's worth every penny every time, even on red days. The outside voice keeps me calm. CJ English, we have a whale here. They got him. Shorts got him. You forgot to plug your laptop in again, didn't you? Hello? Sopranos ending, huh? They shorted the stream. Oh, no. They found it. Just filled a limit order. Sold to close on 11/19, $9 Spire call for 30 cents that I picked up last week for 2 cents. Nice, like 50% profit. Good thing I have one more for the rest of the ride. Michael, credit coach, not until after November 19 have $17 covered calls. 95 more shares of Rocket Lab for me. I got to go right covered calls. Feds, rate of the compound. John Smith, I thought the dark pool got Uncle Bruce. Spire averaging 575. Investing been a lot easier in the part of the community to cheer us on during red days. Thanks, Uncle B. Thank you so much for all of you and your kind words. Aspire 629. Rocket Lab 1552. HEIP 303. $628 on Spire. What are some of these dark pools everyone's talking about? Sounds like a lot of fun. Oh man, I'm trying to eat the bagel and stay on top of this wild market. Spire 629. Looking good today, guys. $474 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. Help us out. YouTube will promote the channel to more people, which promotes these stocks to more people. skinny dipping in the dark pools. Good thing I picked up an extra 100 Spire shares yesterday. Yeah, baby, $6.29, up 51 cents. I'm thumb number 171, IR Aaron. When thumbing up the iPhone, your thumb number must be from when you started watching. I don't know how that works. Lobo Last Joe, 656 here, coming on. 628, you're getting closer, Lobo Blast. You're getting closer. GameStop, 215.69, down 250. If I had a share Spire, every time I did this, I'd have like 4 shares. There you go. I'm too lazy to do tons of research and follow a million channels. Uncle Bruce is all I need, and bagels. Oscar, Uncle Bruce, when's a good time to write covered calls on Spire? Well, when it breaks $20, we'll talk to you about it. Let it go. Could be tomorrow, day after. I mean, could be 20 later today. Well, who knows? 635, up 57 cents. Go, Spire. Let's go. 636. Let's go. Rob, I just got out of a meeting. What happened to Spire? Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Going higher, baby. A lot higher. Smart rent gets to 12 or low. It's a bargain, baby. KW, hello. How you doing, KW? If Spire hits $20, I'm taking a week off work. Zach, Uncle Bruce, what's your opinion on Royal Caribbean defying gravity despite losing tons of money? Just small investors and customers that love the company like AMC? Probably. They're going to get crushed. Crushed. Got some NASA. Okay. 633 on Spire. 302 on ATIP. We're up on that one too. If Spire hits $20, I'm taking way more time off work than a week. I'll tell you that right now, says Rob. I'm taking off way more than a week. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Love it. What's this crap with Smart Rent? What is that all about? Can you tell me about them to crush Rocket? Can you tell them to crush Royal Caribbean by 11/19, please? I hear that, Rob. I also won't go banned from Wall Street bets because I made a bet ban for December on Spire. Uncle Bruce, I know you say to stay away from the cruise stocks. What about for the long term, like 10, 12 years? No. Wait, buy them at the low. They're nowhere near their low. I only have a week left until it resets in January, or I would too. Buy, hold. Don't touch cruise stocks. Stay away. Wow, lots going on. Spire going a little lower, 623, 625. Oh, that was a good bagel. Oh, man. Those are huge. They're huge. Mm. Spire 629, ATIP 302. GameStop up 19 to 1256. Come on, Emmy. Turn it on. Matterport 2209 down 149. Matterport's high of the day did reach 2236, so we're coming back up to the high of the day on Matterport. Another move. GameStop down $1.84 to 216.49. SoFi up 31 to 23.27. Rocket Lab 15.48 up 57 cents. Smrt rent $12.91 down 86 cents. The low of $12.90. This is Bargoon City, 168,000 on Smrt rent. Really light volume here. Cyxtera up 9.85 up a nickel. AMC down 72 cents to 40.11. Robinhood up 44. Vanek up to 288.92, up 632, doing great. It's had a real good run here this last month. It was as low as 249 back on October the 4th. And here we are, November the 4th, 288.92. Looking good on Vanek. Home Depot up 349. IBM down 27 cents, down 31 cents. Dow Jones down 42 points. Microsoft now went green. Microsoft this morning was as low as 329.50. It's now 335.70. So this has come back $6. A real good turnaround on Microsoft. Apple is up 18 cents at 151.67. Tesla up $27 to $1,240. Bed Bath & Beyond up 53 cents. BlackBerry down 47. Royal Caribbean down 38 cents. Norwegian down 26. Carnival down 12. Goldman down 8.39 to 409.50. The bargoon of bargoons. That is a $700 stock masquerading around at 409. Amazon up $75. Facebook up 4. Google up 46. So FANG stocks doing well today. Cisco down 30 cents. Those are some of our favorite. Spire is coming back on again. 636. We're only 7 cents away from the high of the day on your Spire. Very good move here. 637 now. 6 cents away from the high of the day. Volume on Spire, 1.67 million volume. We have ATIP at 302.5. That is a half a penny from the high of the day of 303, and that's 421,000 shares. ATIP definitely improving here with that news announcements they came up with this morning. Same with Spire's news announcements. That is helping things. Matterport 21.75, looking for another turnaround on the way up. Down $2 on GameStop, and we're higher on Rocket Lab and SoFi. So it's a mixed bag, but generally speaking, we've got a good day going here on a bunch of the stocks we follow. And I'm very happy for a lot of you out there. You are seeing some nice profits that you deserve. Those option writers out there are scoring some nice deals here. I love this. Right on, man. Okay. Staying on top of this market here with so much going on. Zach says we need more thumbs ups for Bruce. Coyote, if Spire hits 20, I don't know what I'll do. I think my brain will self-employed. Let's see. One more thumbs up for 500, says Farragon. We have 499 thumbs ups right now. One thumb up away from 500 thumbs ups. There it is. It just came through. Thank you, everybody, for helping out, getting us over the 500 or going to the 500 level. 505 now. Thank you guys so much for helping us out. We do appreciate this very, very much. I got burned on ETF calls. Thinking with chip shortage, it would rock, but it got held down. Of course, now it takes off. That's it. W Worth, you got to go long on your contracts, really long. Ed, Rob, I made the call, and the broker's transferring everything over to my margin account, getting ready for start writing options on my stock. Right on, Ed. Rob, nice job, Ed. Run for your covered calls by the chat, and Bruce, if you're unsure. Pate, Austin. Uncle Bruce, strategy question. I have AEHR in the money, 1250 March calls. Call is worth $2,500. I'd like to exercise that call, get the stock, and write covered calls against the stock. What are your thoughts? I would recommend you just sell the contract for the money and then use cash to buy the stock and write covered calls. It's cheaper because you're going to get assigned fees. You're going to get charged fees by your broker. I don't know how much. Your broker will, you got to look that up. But exercising contracts, you run into commissions and expenses, and you might be into a couple of days delay before you can get going. Where if you just sell these calls now and then just buy the stock with your cash, which you're going to do anyway, start writing this afternoon and let's get on with it. Zillow's up $4. Says nice. Should increase my bid to $92,500. I don't know what that means. That was me, says Gonzo. Rob, I tried to give the 500 thumbs up, but it changed $4.99 to $4.98 when I clicked it. I think I joined this channel when you only had 1,200 subscribers. What a ride this has been. Thank you, everybody. Spire goes to 20, and I'll take a few cruises. Michael, I've been around for a bit too. Rob, Smrt rent drops below $12.45. We've got Rocket Lab now at $15.45, up 54. We have SoFi up 37 to 23.32. GameStop down 128 to $217. We got Matterport down $1.94 to 21.64. Waiting for that to pop back up. ME at 12.44, up 7. Spire up 59 cents to 6.37. High of the day, 6.43. We're 6 cents away from the high of the day. We're climbing towards it on 1.76 million. Strong buying coming in. ATIP at 303 a share. That's a 13-cent gain, and this is the high of the day on 443,000 shares. So we're grinding 1 penny at a time here on ATIP. Smrt rent 12.70 down $1.70. This is a bargain. 12.70. The low was 12.37. We've just bounced up 33 cents from the low, down 107 at 12.70, 235,000 volume. That's what we got going on. We know Amazon bought a bunch of stock. They own 1.67% of Smrt rent, and we know that Goldman Sachs put an $18 price target on it just last week. So Smrt rent is cheap. Sextera up 2 to 9.82. AMC down 47 cents to $40.32. Robinhood up 41. Vanek Vectors up 602, Home Depot up 3, IBM down 30 cents. Dow down 54, Microsoft up $1.70, Apple up 35, Tesla up 26. And that's where we're at right now. Royal Caribbean down 38 cents. There you go. Fun times at the OK Corral, to say the least here. Lots to watch and lots going on. Okay. Coyote says, Erico, I joined in February during the second GameStop run-up. Someone on the daily thread on Reddit mentioned Uncle Bruce, so I checked it out. I've been here ever since. HIM and Jamie from Train Spotting. Cheddar, Jesus, buy Smrt rent and it needs volume. Laughing out loud. Daniel, feeling like a genius with my Spire buys over the past couple of weeks. I've tripled my stock position and loaded up on calls. Ready to fly. Thank you, Bruce, says Daniel. Godfrey, thank you, Daniel, for your comment, and all of you for all of your kind words. 635 right now on Spire, 636 on Spire. We're right near the high of the day, within a nickel or so of the all-time high of the day here. Looking really good at 57 cents right now. We gotta love this. This is good stuff. Spire came up with an announcement. They've scored another contract for their weather services through their satellite systems, and it is NASA related. Looking good. You score any kind of contract through a contractor or a subcontractor through NASA, you are going through the due diligence process, And to survive that, you've got to be legit. And these guys survived again because that's what they do. They deal with government agencies all over the place with their satellite managing, European agencies, North American agencies, Asian agencies. These guys are legit, and this stock is 1/3 where it should be. It should be at 18 to 20 bucks right now. 636. It's a bargain, to say the least. It's been held down artificially, I believe, and we may have a breakout. We may have a short squeeze coming out of here at any time. I don't know if it's started yet, or could it have started by now? I'll let you know when I know more. 635 to 638 is where we're trading at right now on the stock. High of the day, 643 has been the high of the day from what I know, 644. And this is the deal on these stocks. Bargains here in some cases. ATIP 301.5. ME at 1246 up 9. Matterport still at 2163 down 195. That's a deal there. Gamestop up 17 cents is turning it around. SoFi up 40 to 2336, and Rocket Lab 1544 up 53 cents. Mr. Seneca says, just looked at my account, laugh out loud. My Spire November 9s are positive 64%. Buy right. There you go, Rob. Can't wait for the whale to come in and buy 50,000 Spire and watch it shoot up dollars. Daniel, going to the moon. Larkin, Uncle Bruce, I don't know if you talked about it, but there's a bit of news about a $500 million revolving credit facility. I'm not sophisticated enough to understand. Is it just a new line of credit? That's for GameStop. I had talked about that this morning. It's just a replacement for an old line of credit that they're dumping. They had one for $430 million with very high interest rates and a lot of restrictions. They've dumped that one out, and they've picked up a new line of credit, $500 million. They turned down much more. They could have got a much higher level than this. But this one has no restrictions for dividends, takeovers, stock buybacks, all kinds of positives for the shareholders here. Plus, I have a suspicion that if they were ever to draw on it, and I don't think they're going to draw on it, but if they wanted to, they're not paying 10% interest. I think they're going to be paying 3 or less. That's just my guess for GameStop, exactly. Why would this squeeze if the shorters got out their positions that week? They wrote thousands of them. There's no guarantee they got out. I think they're still in. I still think there's a ton shorted on this stuff, a ton of it. And that's why it's being held back. It's not. It goes up and then holds off, and there's always resistance here. We're not getting this $1-2 breakout. It hasn't happened yet. When that happens, we got the squeeze going. Then we got the squeeze going. But right now, the shorters are battling the longs, trying to hold this thing down. And right now, 633 is where we're at. It's up. It's not up $2 today. I'm watching for this very, very closely. Watching for that. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, stay with me, everybody, says Rob. Please, everyone, sell all your GameStop in the next 5 minutes so we can drop the price down to 185 so Vilbus and I can get out of our covered calls. Is that a deal? Okay, thanks. There you go. We're just trying to help a couple guys out here, you know. They just need a little bit of resistance to come in so they can get out of their contracts, and it'll all be well. 217 59 on GameStop, down 74 today. Eric, go back to GameStop and this debt. Why would they want to take on debt when they just finished paying it all off and they have almost $1 billion in the bank? No, positive taking this debt. They have $1.7 billion last I heard, and now they have a $500 million additional line of credit, which gives them $2.2 billion dry powder. So if a deal comes along, all of a sudden they can just write a check and buy something. So that's why you do it. Free thinkers laughing. That goes, Rob, that's done. I'll take care of it for you. No problem. I love it when you can say stuff like that, Rob. You got yourself a deal, Rob. Yeah, we'll just sell all the stock for you, drop it for you, and you can buy back. For drops, I'm buying back 8 shares I sold off last week. This week, says Larkin. GameStop, unfortunately, is only down 90 cents to 217.43. It's not quite working out. Okay, I'm out of it. Why isn't this dropping? It's not happening. Buying the Smrt dip, says Picknose. Michael, Erico, it's not debt. It's just a line of credit that I haven't used yet. That's all it is. Yep, exactly. It's just more ammo in their chamber is all this is. There you have it. Spire, 621 to 625 right now. I'll take anything sub 200 if that helps, says Vilbus. Any news on Goldman Sachs dip? No news. Rob, need Bill and Anti-PC to sell too. Come on, you guys, you whales. Help me out here. Erico, Michael, I see. Thanks all. Okay. All trying to help out. All trying to help out a friend. That's all we're trying to do here. Helping friends. Friends helping friends. What can we say? Okay. All right. The Dow is down 80, low of the day right now on the Dow. S&P up 18. NASDAQ up 133. Oil up 85 cents. Vimo's stock is tanking because the company's revenue fell short, it says. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Auntie's loving less laughing. Smart Rent, what are you doing? Is it because of Fenville? What's going on here? Rob's got the shades going. John, better to have the credit line and not need it than need it for a deal and not have it. The banks love offering money to companies that don't need it. And remember, GameStop's last line of credit, they took that out a few years ago when they needed it. And they had to really agree to a lot of restrictions. A lot of corporate restrictions that held back shareholders from enjoying any kind of profit. The shorters at that time were loving that deal. They thought, oh, this is great. They can barely get credit. The banks are really grinding these guys for any kind of credit, including 10% interest. And they figured this would keep the stock down. Didn't work. And now they've paid that off. And now they got a new line of credit that's very generous. Article, I don't think you could call a woman a whale anywhere. But here, without getting slapped, says Erico. Michael, also with the last credit line they had, there were many restrictions. They couldn't pay a dividend or even buy back their stock. Not a whale, I'm a shark, says Anti-PC. Erico, whales are beautiful creatures. Bryce Betty, I just made my IRA contribution. TD shows I have buying power, but rejects my order due to no cash being available. I really hate TD. Freethinker can't do a dividend, can't do a split. That was the old deal. Yeah, great answer, AP. Thanks all over now. Thanks all over now. Rob, Bryce might need a day or two for the cash to settle. That might be it. A whale shark, says Cheddar. Having a line of credit is different from using a line of credit. Rob Cheddar, this. Bryce, a move to Schwab. Daniel, lots of folks theorizing that this GameStop movement is similar to June 6th to June 10th. Today is the equivalent of June the 9th. Whatever needed covering has been done, and shorters will push it back to around 200 tomorrow, says Daniel. Surmises, Daniel. I'm driving. Stop being funny, people, says Cheddar. Kareem, does Spire have a price target mentioned by any chance? I saw some in the 20s, I thought, a while ago. I don't know. Adam, wow, just got $40 in 30 minutes from selling and buying back altogether SoFi and Matterport. Bruce, look forward to getting more donos, and thanks so much, man. There you go. Right on. Eric, Bruce, if you eventually have meet and greets, could we buy a VIP package to get one of those bagels with the meats and cheese on it? Adam, wow. I just got $40, 30 minutes from selling, buying back, 2 covered calls altogether. Look forward to getting more donations. Okay, Adam, I just saw that message. Way to go. Cam, I'm up 90% on my first call purchase. Rocket Lab, 12.5 January 2021. Any tips on when I should sell this thing? Or do you have to put your Johnny Carson Karnak Minifset hat on and guess? I'd hang out for a while yet. The stock is going to go a lot higher than this. Around 18 to 20 might be the price you'll sell these at. You got time. Give us another couple of weeks if you need to. But the stock up 44 cents today. 5 days like this, you're at $17.50 a share. Looking good on that contract, even better. So nice going, Cam. Enjoy the ride, and then you can always decide if you want to roll them over into something further out. Up to you. Spire 623, 613, 622. I'm not sure what's correct. 619. Coming in with a little bit of selling now on Spire. ATIP $3. Let's see. We're looking like we're having a midday pullback. No sweat. Cam says thanks. You got it, Cam. 615 on Spire. Volume on Spire now 1.92 million on the day. ATIP $3 a share right now. 489,000. Spire 618. ME 1240 up 3 cents. ME touched 1233 now at 1240 on 653,000. Matterport 2149 down 209. Volume there 5.2 million. Looking for a turnaround on Matterport later. GameStop down 16 cents. SoFi up 9 and Rocket Lab up 48. That's what we have right now. Beach Boy, hi Uncle Bruce. Do you still have an opening for one-on-one this weekend? Beach Boy, one-on-one this weekend. Let me see here. Where was I here? I'm booked up Saturday, but I'm available Sunday. I can do something on Sunday for you. Name the time. You want to do our usual time? I think I know which one that is. You know what to do. We'll set it up for you. Sunday, you want? Leaves me 2 times left. Okay. 618 on Spire. The Dow down 77. We're near the low of the day, not at it, but near it. We're up 15 on S&P. We're up 125 on NASDAQ. The 2 other markets are not backing off. The Dow is flittering around a little bit here, but that's about it. ATIP at $3 and a half a penny. Spire 616 now seems to be leveling out here. See how this plays out. Okay, GameStop up a nickel, 218.38. Rocket Lab up 47 cents to 15.39. SoFi back up to 23.08, up 12. Sunday noon, says Beach Boy. Done. You're locked in. You know what to do. I only have 2 openings now on Sunday, folks. All right, we have an opening at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we have an opening at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. If anybody wants to get an opening, anybody wants to have a one-on-one with me, noon on Sunday is gone. Okay, there you go. Let me know if you're interested, folks. Send me a private email, and we'll set you up. Auntie's laughing. Oscar, Uncle Bruce, if I buy calls on Spire, $6 strike now at $1.10 for November 19 expiration. If it closes over $6, what happens? Do I have to buy the stock? And what happens to the premium of $1.10? You do not have to buy the stock. No. Spire right now is $6.16 a share. Let's say with an hour to go in the contract's life on the 19th of November, that's not this Friday. It's not next Friday. It's the Friday after. Okay, but let's just suppose the shares are $6.19 a share, right where they were here. Your contract would be worth 19 cents. It would be trading at $19. Okay, you're paying $110. It would be worth $19. Now, you don't have to do anything. You can just sit back and say, oh, well, it didn't work out. The hell with it. I would recommend you sell the contract before it expires for whatever you can get for it. So it was trading at 20 cents. That's a $20 value. You sell it for 20 cents and you lose $90. Okay. Now, let's suppose that tomorrow you bought this contract now, and tomorrow the stock is $7.50, all right, for like 10 minutes. Your contract is worth $1.50 book value because you have a $6 exercise price with a $7.50 market value. It's a $1.50 book value plus time until November 19. It's probably going to trade around $2.40, $2.50 a contract. You can sell it tomorrow, anytime you want. You can sell it. And if you sell it for $2.50, let's say, you paid $110 for it, you made $1.40 profit, which is $140 per contract. So if you buy 1, you make $140. You buy 10 and make that profit, you make $1,400. Okay, that's the beauty of options. Leverage. You want to buy the stock, you got to cough up $611 to get 100 shares, or $6,110 to get 1,000. Where to control 1,000 shares of Spire, you can buy 10 of these 110 contracts, $1,100, and you're controlling 1,000 shares. The risk is you could lose all of that money. the shares stay under $6, by the time these expire, you have no value at all. They're worthless. You could lose all 1,100 or all $110. So there's this trade-off. You pay 110 to possibly make $100, $500, $1,000. I mean, if the stock goes to $10 a share, this $6 contract will be worth $400. You paid 110 to make 400 or 1,100 to make it into 4,000. Leverage, but you're gambling. That's what you're doing. Okay, Oscar, I hope that helps. You're under no obligation to exercise any contract ever. Just sell them back into the market. That's what you're doing. You're gambling on the stock using the option. That's all you're doing. Okay, hope that helps. 615 on Spire, ATIP 298.5, ME 254 up 17 cents, coming back on again. Matterport 21.34 down 2.24. GameStop up 1 penny. SoFi up 18. Rocket Lab up 46 cents. Okay, that's where we're at. Okay, got it. I'll just keep my shares. There you go. Keep your shares. Yeah, shares never expire. They go up in value. Stock goes to 10, you got a $10 stock, not expiring on you. Exactly. Right on. I sold a few shares to buy Spire and leverage down the cost. Go, baby, go, says Flint Creek Soap Company. Right on. Making money. Making adjustments to try to make money. That's the name of this game. Thank you, Gabriel. We got you. You're booked. You're done. You're locked in. No one could take that spot away from you. There we go. Sunday at noon is no longer available. I have 2 openings, Sunday at 10 in the morning or Sunday at 2 in the afternoon Eastern time in both cases. If any of you would like to have a one-on-one with me this weekend, we can do that. If you want to do a weekend get-together the next weekend, I have openings Saturday and Sunday as well. Just let me know and we'll get you slotted in there, and we'll go from there. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs ups here. We now have 560 thumbs ups on this show now. 560 thumbs ups. Absolutely magnificent. Thank you, everybody, for getting us here. We're pushing 600 thumbs ups here pretty quick. That is really cool. Appreciate that. Spire 615 right now is where we're at, and on Spire, and we're up 37 cents. High of the day 644. February Spire options are up between 40 and 60% depending on the strike price. Very interesting. Coyote, yeah, all my Spire calls are green. Feels good, man. Debbie, believe I'm locked in for Saturday at 10 for my first one-on-one. Super excited. Yes, Debbie, you are locked in at 10 o'clock. You got it. No one's taking that away from you. I can't wait to see it. Erico, Spire has more volume than GameStop today. Let that sink in for a minute. It's interesting. Sell my house faster in Upper Marlboro. Erico, the Feb Spires are ripping right now. They're ripping. Spire 613 up 35. ATIP 298.5 up 8.5 cents. ME 1250. Matterport 2126 down 232. GameStop 219.15 up 82 cents. SoFi up 21 cents to 23.17, and Rocket Lab 15.37 up 46 cents. Coyote, Erico, doesn't surprise me anymore. GameStop has had historically low volumes throughout these past months. Sometimes it blows my mind. GameStop volume today, 1.3 million. Yesterday we did over 10 million shares. Very quiet today. Hector is here. Good morning. Good morning, Hector. And Erico, rock on, man. Let's rock on. Fabulous. 15.35 up 44 cents on Rocket Lab, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Thinking about that Tom Brady commercial. Let's go. Oh, man. 220 on GameStop up 214. GameStop up $2.14. People aren't selling for you. They're up. They're not selling the stock. Get it down. They're not doing it. That's what's going on, I see. You might have to do a rollover. I don't know. Oh man, 615 on Spire, 298 on ATIP. Smrt rent at 1258, down 119. Low of the day, 1237 on Smrt rent. Cheap, 295,000 traded. Cheap stock today. Cyxtera up a nickel. AMC is down 52 cents to 40.23. Robinhood down 19 cents. Vanik up $6, 52 cents. Home Depot up 248. IBM down 30 cents. The Dow down 86 points. Microsoft up 83 cents. Apple up 3. Tesla up 26.92. Bed Bath Beyond up 59 cents. BlackBerry down 52. Royal Caribbean down $1.16 to 88.61. Backing off again on Royal Caribbean. Goldman 408. 407.95 down 9.95. That is a bargain. Anyone who's been writing short-term call options against their poor man covered calls are doing fine today. Those contracts are all backing off. Rob says, just rude. Vash, don't forget though. Yesterday GameStop moved in sympathy with someone else's announcement. Exactly. Rich, what do you think will happen with Hertz after all this promo? I really don't know. Vilbus kind of going, Rich, let's go. Let's go. Tom's voice. Let's go. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Spire 612, 613, ATIP 298.5. That's where we're at on this market right here, right now. The Dow down 84, S&P up 15.5, NASDAQ up 120, oil up 33 cents a barrel. Oil up 33 cents. It's backing off from that $2 gain it had today. Interesting what's going on there. Goldman and Dow Chemical are the biggest losers on the Dow today. That's the reason they're pushing the Dow down today. Why, I don't know. It could be the interest rate talk this morning. There was a lot of talk about interest rates. The hope was for some people out there that rates would go higher sooner. And now the talk is no, rates are not going to go higher sooner. They're going to go higher later, much later. And even when the interest rates go higher, they're not going to go very high at all. They're going up like a quarter of a point, half a point. Not a big gain on interest rates expected for quite a while because these economies are tenuous and we're only firing on 7 out of 8 cylinders economically worldwide. So the rates can't go higher. That's the problem. So the bank stocks are under pressure because of lower rates. They like higher interest rates so they can charge more for the money they're sitting on. There you go. Anyway, Aspire's next move is to pass 650. I can't wait to see that, says John. Let's hope that happens right now. Thank you for this donation from on PayPal. I'm not sure who did that donation. I've just got to wait for that to show up here on my thingy here. Here it comes. Lon Nichols. Lon, thank you from Yuba City, California. Thank you for this donation. I appreciate that. Fantastic. PayPal donations are very much appreciated for sure. And thank you for the big one that came in today. Big donation came in today from Sean Abbott. Thank you, Sean, so much. Very kind of you today. Yeah, what can I say? We got people making money here, and I'm really happy about it. I like it when people make money in this market. Thank you, those of you joining us today. We appreciate you being here with us. Those of you subscribing to this channel, those of you who are becoming members of this channel, those of you who are renewing your memberships, also thank you for the thumbs ups. 586 thumbs ups have now come through here today. Thank you for that. That is helping dramatically today. 587 now. More and more people are discovering this channel because you guys are giving me thumbs ups. That helps. Spire 613, it's just grinding a penny here, a penny there, a penny here, a penny there. Just grinding. Would the Fed rate go up? Help SoFi, Uncle Bruce. Theoretically, yes. Once they get the bank charter, yes. But I could tell you that the kind of numbers they're talking about, they're talking late 2022, 2023 for any kind of rate increases, and they're talking about a quarter of a point, half a point. This is nothing. This is a nothing burger. There are people grasping at straws, desperate for higher rate talk, desperate. But it's not going to happen. Rates are going to stay virtually zero or below inflation for quite some time yet, in my opinion, on this. 1535 on Rocket Lab. SoFi 2314 up 18. GameStop now 222 up 438. Matterport 2112 down 246. ME 1243 up 6 cents. Spire 611 up 33, 1 penny at a time. We're grinding down. ATIP 299.5 coming back to $3. Smrt 1261 down $1.16. The low of the day 1237. So we gained back 24 cents from the low of the day on Smrt. 302,000 volume. That's all. Sexter up 7 to 987. We're just hanging around that 980 to $10 mark. Weeks and weeks and weeks. We're just sitting here waiting. There's something cooking. I don't know what, but something's boiling over there. That's all I know. That's all I can say. Yeah. I just don't know. Okay. 611 on Spire. It's not on fire, but it's not out either. I have an order for 100 Spire 610, and it keeps teasing me. You're trying to buy it at a round number. There's probably 20 other buyers with you. If it's 611, I bet you might be the only one. Might only be 2 of you there. That at 610, there's a whole bunch of you. You're at a round number. If you'd be better off buying at 606 than 610. Odd number is the way to go. It's trading at 611. What does that tell you? It's trading on an odd number. You guys have to stop trying to buy at even numbers. Even stink bids. Don't put in stink bids at even numbers. Put in stink bids at odd numbers to be the first ahead of the bids on these round numbers. At 610, there could be 20 buyers. At 611, there might be 4. Anyway, just saying. Doing what I can to help humanity. We're up to 600 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you. 600 thumbs ups today. Thank you very much, everybody, for your thumbs up support today. Right on. Okay. Thank you, one and all. Yep, 611 on that Spire right now. ATIP, $2.99.5, $2.99.5 on ATIP, right back to the $3 level here at the moment. It's what is trying to break through. You're right. It was a stink bid. I'll learn that one. It did fill as you were answering. No, good going. I'm glad to see it. I didn't see the trade, but I'm glad it happened. But yeah, stink bids, you try to scoop them, you never know. You might get lucky. Sometimes on options, sometimes on stock. Sometimes you get lucky on a stink offer, especially on options. You could get lucky sometimes on stink offers. Way up there, ridiculous price. You get lucky sometimes. They take you out. You never, ever know. 299.5 on ATIP, 611 on Spire. 1237 on ME, 2106 now on Matterport, a little lower. Anybody who did not get a chance to buy back call options you wrote on your Matterport, this is your chance. You can still scoop some cheap contracts you wrote the other day, take them off the table, and then watch that stock. If it wants to recover back to 22.5, 23, write contracts again. GameStop, 223.59 up 526. Might be rollover opportunity time. We did have a shot this morning where it went up to 228, and there was an opportunity to write 225 or 230 calls. Even for this Friday, you might be able to do it again here if the stock keeps coming up. Right now, 223.50 up 517 on GameStop. Keep an eye open for the opportunity to write call options on a bit of an uptick on GameStop, if that's what this is. How do you do the stink bid on options when they only let you bid in 5-cent increments? Well, again, if your market is, let's say you wrote a call for 250 and it's trading at 180 to 190, let's say. That's where the market is. But you sold them at 250, and you're saying, hey, if this stock takes a shot down, maybe the contract will go down to like $1. Put in a bid at 105. If you have to go a nickel, go 105. Don't go $1, go $1.05. Put in a stink bid. It's a cheap bid, way under the last price of 170 or 180. And any kind of a dip on the stock, if it drops $2-3 in on a market sell order, your contract could just dip down and pop back up, and you get filled. And you bought them back at 105. You wrote them at 250. Next thing you know, they're trading at 185 again. Stock pops a couple of dollars higher. They're at 210, 220. You write another one at 220. Look for a stink bid on the way back again. Thank you. Rollover opportunity or rollover obligation, depending on how you play it. GameStop up 382, 222 right now on that stock. Spire 611, still up 33 cents on the day, grinding and not really giving up ground. It's being reluctant. ATIP 302.5. We're back over $3 on ATIP. Volume now 627,000. High of the day 303. We're a half a penny away from the high of the day. Just came right back to it. Looks like it's going to trade the high of the day. Maybe it'll go higher than the high of the day. Who knew? Who could have told? Who could have forecast this? ATIP up 12.5 cents and climbing. Yeah, John, Zach, a stink bid in that scenario could be at the bid or below, and see if it comes down to you. Exactly. You never know. You never know. This is the thing with GameStop. There's people who would love to buy back their contracts at a super cheap price. Some folks out there may have written $230 call options, good for several months, for like $45 each. And they're trading right now at, let's say they're trading at, $35 each. I'm just picking a number. You might put in a stink bid at $26.05. Good for the day only. And if the stock drops $12 in like 3 minutes, it can happen. I'm not saying it will, but it's happened. Stock drops like that, you might find that you get hit. You get that contract, 1 or 2 or 10, however many you're trying to buy, and you're filled. And by the time you realize you are filled, the stock bounced back 8 of the $12 it dropped, and that call option is back up $5 a pop already. And you're going, what happened? I got them. How did this happen? You gotta love stink bids. You never know. Zach, John, that makes sense. Thanks, and thank you, Uncle B. Rob, what do you mean some people? Well, there are some people out there who write contracts and stock runs away on them a little bit. They have to make moves. They have to watch carefully. Some people could have a stink bid out there just in case the stock comes to them. You never know. Some people are of that ilk. And by the way, ATIP, new high. 304.5. We're up 14.5 cents a share on ATIP on 648,000. We're at new high territory here, just about to hit 305. Spire, however, backing off again now, 609, down 2 more pennies, 2,090,000 volume. How much will this give up before it turns the other direction? And when it turns the other direction, how fast will it shoot up and how high? Interesting on Spire to watch this. 609 right now on Spire. 304.2 on ATIP. I'm excited for my ATIP 250 calls. January 23. Oh, they got to be looking good. Those ATIPs have got to be looking good over there. They're going to go a lot higher. The credits average, pink. I put in a stink bid for $3 on Smrt Rent. A call for January the 22nd at a $10 strike. Trying to pay no premium. Fingers are crossed. You might get lucky. I never thought we'd be excited to see a stock break the $3 barrier, playing with the big dogs now. Well, baby steps. Little moves here, little moves there. Spire now 606, 607, 606. Spire coming back. How low will it go before it turns the other direction? How much lower will it go? ME down 8 cents, $12.29. Bargoon now. Matterport $21, down $2.58. 20.96 down $2.62. Bargoon on Matterport. Might be able to get Matterport the contracts for very little money. A GameStop 163 gain at $219.96. We were just up $5 a few minutes ago. SoFi down a penny. Rocket Lab up 33. The Dow down 152, taking a bit of a tumble. We got S&P down up 5, but it's backing off. NASDAQ up 71, it's backing off. The markets are backing off right now on the big boards. Spire 606, ATIP 304, Smrt Rent down 122, Bargoon City, Sextera up a dime to 990, AMC down 59 cents, Robinhood down 40, IBM down 44, Microsoft up 34, Apple down 58 cents. We're down 146 on the Dow, down 151 now on the Dow. This is the low of the day, right here, right in this territory at the moment. Okay. We're watching everything very closely to see what's, if anything, going on. SoFi 22.92. Those of you who wrote $25 SoFi contracts, 27.50, some 30s out there. Watch your SoFi if it backs off a little bit. You might have option opportunities to buy back some contracts, and you will, and you'll rewrite them when the stock pops up again. Get ready to make money on your SoFi, your other stocks constantly. Gamestop 229.9 up 266. Matterport down 261 to 2097. 6 million volume. 6 million volume now. The low of 2075 on the day. ME is down a dime to 1227. Spire 608, a little better. ATIP 304.5, a little better. Smrt Rent 1254 down 123. That is 17 cents above its low of the day. Hanging in there. Sextera up a dime right now. All right. Here we go. Adam says, ever signed Health Authority, Health announced partnership with ATIP. It was a very good announcement today. This is a very, very good announcement for ATIP. For shareholders, you guys, this is good news. Really good news. The stock isn't going down. It's going to go higher, and it is way underpriced. Robert, you are the man. I just bought Matterpoint, call back, walked away with a $300 profit. You're the man. Yeah, baby. Fenville. All right, let's see if this works. GameStop, 14 days, RSI broke below 70 level when it went to 225. This is considered bearish. So I bought 10 contracts of a put at a 210 strike for 165. That's what Fenville is doing here. Right now. Arco, Bruce, you should open a numbers only poll to see how many shares we control of the stocks we follow, and then add like 15-20% for the non-member viewers. Zach, good luck, Vanderbilt. Thank you, sir. Right on. I know there's a bunch of you who watch me, and you got a bunch of stock, and some of you send me donations in gratitude, and those donations tell me how well you're doing. So. It's all good. 304 on ATIP, 304, 305 on ATIP. Still up 14 cents. Well, up 14 cents. This is just short of the high. 305 right now. 305 is the high. It just touched it. Up 15 cents on ATIP. Volume now on ATIP, 712,000 shares. Spire 610, up 32 cents. We popped up a little bit. We were just a tad lower, 606. We're now at 610 on Spire. Volume on Spire, 2.11 million. ME at 1235, 1232. The low of the day, 1227. GameStop 220.81 up 248. SoFi down 3 cents. And Rocket Lab up 21 to 1512. Okay. That's it. The Dow down 122. S&P is up 4.5. NASDAQ up 54.4. Spire 610 is where we're at right now. Spire 305 on ATIP. Rob says, Uncle Bruce, serious time. I stupidly bought $15 November 19 calls on Spire on its first run. They crashed, and my average 74 cents. Current bid is 5 to 25. So I just cut my losses and recover a bit of the cash. What do you think I should do? Now, this is November 19. So he still has 14 days. He's still got like 2 weeks to go. I'll put it to you this way. I mean, you're going to get a nickel if you sell now. So consider them worthless at this moment. Just consider it nothing. If you get 20, 25, 30 cents, consider it a win, a partial win, anything. But look, the Spire, 610 up 32 cents. First time in a while where we really had a decent run. We had a little one like a week and a half ago. We got another one today, and it looked pretty good. And I think we're going to go higher on this. I think this is going to go higher. Now, hey, you got a $15 contract. Let's not kid each other. You are way out of there. But you know what? I have seen stuff that'll make your skin turn green. I have seen stuff you cannot believe. In my history, I've seen it all. And you just never know with this stuff. You just never know with these shares. Spire, I think, has been crushed artificially, not because it's a bad company, but because it's been crushed artificially by shorters. And I think that they could be reversed just as fast, if not faster, because panic is a powerful tool. And panic buying on Spire can run this $3 a day for 5 days in a row. You got yourself a $21 stock, and you're not going to believe it. I mean, you're just not going to believe how it goes. So really, look at it now. It's a nickel bid. It's worthless. They're worth zero. So I just sit there and see if the stock pops to $7.50, $8.50, $9, maybe those pop to 25, 35 cents, and you can run from there. Better than taking a nickel. That's my thinking on it. Sean and Wendy, Uncle Bruce, as we make more money, we need more of you and Auntie Jen's help. Great. Let's keep going. I was thinking of giving it another week, but who knows? Rob, there you go. Market turning red. John, Rob, at this point, they're pretty underwater. I am a wait another week or even until the end. Joe, Uncle Bruce just bought 400 more shares of ATIP. Let's see. So 18 shares, then 382 shares. Does this mean there isn't much paper out there? I'm not sure, Joe, what you mean by this code. You bought ATIP. It's now 305 a share. You're looking great. 18 and then 3. Does this mean there's much? I don't know. It took a little bit to get it, but you got it. I don't know, Joe. It doesn't trade heavily. I'll grant you that. Rob, I feel your pain. I'm in the same boat here. Vilbus, Rob, I'm also sitting on Spire. 11.19, 14 call, and it's currently worth $17. Laugh out loud. Just a bit of rotating on the downside here. Rob, yeah, that's what I figured, John. Not a huge loss, but I was wondering if I can recoup a few $100 and buy lower strike calls. Let's hope for a miracle, says Rob. John, Rob, my fingers are crossed. Vanderbilt, Joe T. Well, just checking Fidelity. 2+ million shares on ATP are available for short. So they're out there. There you go. That's what it says on ATIP. 305 on the stock, up 15 cents. 612 on Spire, recovering a little bit. ME is recovering. It's 1237 unchanged now. Matterport 2114 down 244. GameStop 219.80 up 147. SoFi up 7 cents. Rocket Lab up 23. Smrt Rent up down 126 now. Sextera up a dime. That's where we're at on these guys. Watching these markets very closely. Yeah. How are we doing otherwise? We're down 97 points on the Dow. We're improving quickly. S&P is up 8.5, improving. NASDAQ up 67, seems to be improving. Oil down only 20 cents now. It's now down 20 cents. Oil was up $2+. Now it's down 20 cents. That rally died. Very interesting. Okay. There you have it. Vilbus, are you a TTU grad? I graduated with computer science in 2017. There you go. Lots of comments and questions between people, which is great. GameStop still holding a gain, but only $1.32 now. Interesting. ME positive +5. Spire 612. ATIP 305. High of the day on ATIP 306. 15-cent gain. 5% today. Thank you. 5% gain. 741,000 shares. And ATIP came up with good news this morning. So I think they're going higher. Uncle Bruce, your lampshade is still crooked. I'm just saying, says John. Those, yep, TTU, low law in 2010. Rob, there is no lamp. There is no lamp. That's not there. It's not there. Guns up, says Vilbus. Oh, man. 614 on Spire. Coming on again. Small world, says Bryce. Guns up. Spire 614. 2.1 million. We were down to as low as I think 606, 605. We're now at 614 on this latest move. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. MTTR down 10%, but my overall position is worth 20% less on January calls. I lost 1,040 of my 3,600. It was worth yesterday. I worry something similar could happen on SoFi. Uncle Bruce, question about selling short. How does it work? Let's say I sell short on GameStop for 220 now, and when it tanks to 210, I profit $10 a share. Yes, you do. It goes up, I lose. Yes, you do. Just want to learn here. Yeah, that's right. What was that before or after Mark and Becky Lanier made that 11 million donation off that contingency oil case? I don't know. Okay, folks, buy more ATIP. I have 3,000 shares now, says Joe. Zach Gaylord, thank you, Zach, for that donation on PayPal. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Fantastic. Go, Joe, says Rob. Go, Joe. Spire 609, ATIP 304, ME 1244 up 7. GameStop up $1.35. Matterport on SSR. Didn't see that coming today. Matterport down 10% on as a short sale restricted list today. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Have a great day, everybody. Says John, donation for that stink bid reminder. Zach, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you, all of you today who are making donations to us through PayPal or through Super Chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you. All of you who are renewing your memberships and who are becoming new members of this channel, welcome aboard. It's so great to have you. We love you. I'm going to help the markets go up now. I'm going to put up some neat emojis because when I pop these up, and everyone does it the same, once we start popping these babies up, these markets go straight to the moon. Our shares will just go higher and higher and higher without question. I'm going to take a little break right now. I'll be back here at 3 o'clock Eastern time. I look forward to seeing you for the last hour of the markets today. Zach and we are doing the neat emoji thing. Rob is in there as well. So is John Beckman. The neat emojis will overpower all resistance. You cannot stop this phenomena from happening. The shares will just go up, and people just get richer and richer and richer. There's no stopping it. It's on. Farragon knows. Sean and Wendy, they know. You don't mess with the neat emoji. You don't mess with it. Nelson knows. Cool Hand Lee knows. We all know. Zach, we know. Kareem, you know. Yeah, baby. We're going higher, man. We're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. Nancy knows. And John Gill knows. And Carol knows. We've got Nova Cyrus. Sirius knows. Thank you, Dave Peters. Thank you for the donation, Dave. Nancy knows. We all know. The neat emojis, you pop those up, stocks just go up. People get richer. It's incredible. Look at the GameStop, up 246. There you go. Nancy W., there you go. See, there it is. Spire will be $7 this afternoon. You just wait, says Rob. Nancy, neat. Free thinker, neat. We're going higher. I bought my first ATM in February, and the money called dipped my pinky toe in option, says Farragon. ME up 9, Spire 612, ATIP 305. We're going higher. There it is. You can't stop this. I'll see you today at Chris Savage. Thank you, buddy. We'll see you today at 3 o'clock Eastern for the last hour of the day. Have a good rest of your day at the moment and make money. Just simple as that. Just make money. Buy options low, let them go higher, write them higher. It's just so easy. Thanks for the show, Free Thinker. Love your bagel crew, even the GameStop cover call writer. See y'all later. Have a good day, Uncle. Go, baby, go. All right, see you soon. Bye for now.